perfect.
Yeah. No, I'm a. Britney Spears is great.
I know you love Britney.
Okay.
I know that.
All
This
right.
one's parallel with I'm sexy and I know it.
There, yes.
Yeah.
LMFAO.
Well, this was the time.
This was the time.
Like that, like really mindless dance
Wait,
music.
were you guys listening to music like this at the time? Because this is my
Absolutely.
music for me when I was like, this is my version of the '90s for you guys.
No,
Yeah.
I loved it. When this was out, like we were
Yeah.
hanging out.
We were-
like,
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, that's
we loved
so
all that.
fun.
Yeah. But to be fair, we've also always appreciated kind of all genres. I think most dudes our age were probably not
Probably.
Really?
listening to this. Yeah. This would be for like, I don't know, maybe like high school girls.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was younger, but rockin' with Britney, baby.
That's sick. You like that?
Dude, I love it.
It is sick.
I used to DJ the song.
yeah.
The place would go bananas.
They would. They go crazy. I would have gotten crazy.
Yeah, I was too.
You were?
Yeah.
You're like, no wonder you guys are going crazy. I'm going crazy too. It makes me feel the
You
same
drive
way.
me crazy.
You Drive Me Crazy is a great song too.
There you go.
No one's
And-
saying Britney has bad songs. Troy and I just thought it was weird.
I
that
think
she
I'm
would
a
pick
bigger
every
Britney
time.
fan than you guys realize.
That doesn't make your answer correct.
There's no correct answer.
Sure there is.
It's an opinion. And
Not every
and
time.
by the way, my opinion's more educated than you guys.
Wait,
Why, 'cause you have
Sam,
weighted votes?
Was this you? Leave
That was
Britney
me.
alone?
Yes, I was the lead. I was, and a lot of people don't know that. Before I did this show, I was the original Leave Britney Alone guy. That was me. That was my first sort of viral hit.
You straighten your hair.
I did for the video. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. And, you know, I'm still pretty proud of that. I don't know if I stand by the sentiment anymore. You know, I think Britney actually did need a little bit more care than we realized at the time.
You didn't know at the time.
I didn't know. She was out here shaving her head and hitting people with umbrellas, you know what I mean? But that's
like,
nothing.
look at her. She's
That's
crazy.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to Kanye West on Alex Jones. All right, let's get out of here. I think we've discussed it enough, people.
Oh, we're leaving on a high note.
You think so?
Absolutely.
All right. All right.
Maybe
Well,
we're gonna
good.
flip over and put that on.
You think so?
I think so.
Just for a little while, though.
All right, we're going to get out of here. We're going to be back tomorrow. Loaded show tomorrow. All these shows are loaded. It's what you expect by now. If you missed anything, listen to the on-demand app, and you can get us there. I'll be back at noon with Not Sam Wrestling Live on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. And, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
I always say the lady who ran the Broad Ripple, what was that comedy club called out there?
Broad Ripple.
No, yeah, it's Indianapolis. I forget the name of it.
Ripple?
You tour, Bobby. You've never been to Crackers Comedy Club?
How do you not
Indianapolis?
remember food? It's like if they named the club Pizza and Fries.
The Bonfire. Weeknights at 5 p.m. Eastern on Faction Talk or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
911, what is the emergency?
Here, around the clock. True crime.
This is Dateline.
New mysteries.
A mother vanishes just before Halloween.
Cases.
The bone-chilling case of the Menendez brothers.
New twists.
There was no way he was going to let this secret get out.
Who can you trust when everything you thought you knew is turned upside down?
People involved are in some pretty high positions.
Real people, real stories, real mysteries. Dateline 24/7, channel 107, and on the SiriusXM app.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer. Yep, that's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Why do other jewelers hate me? I'm a nice guy. Because other jewelers just want to throw up when you ask, can I trade in my old diamond studs? Why? I guess it's because they're in the business of selling. I'm in the love business. I love to see my friends come back and trade in their old diamond studs. It's true. You can start with any size and upgrade them for a bigger pair anytime you want. Get exactly what you paid. Not only do other jewelers not want you to trade in your diamond studs, but even if they do, they don't give you back what you paid. Why are their diamonds worth less? Oops. Come see me, the real Steven Singer, a real jeweler whose diamonds are always worth what you pay. Visit me at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. By phone, 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER. Online, IHateStevenSinger.com. Oh, by the way, these stunning Anita diamond stud earrings are always 100% eye-flawless, near-colorless, brilliant cut diamonds. Magnificent and bright white, topped off with my 14-karat safety silicone backs. IHateStevenSinger.com. One place, one price.
If it plugs and turns on whatever the make, get it all covered, 'cause everything breaks.
It's a fact. things in your home are gonna break. Appliances and plumbing can cost hundreds to thousands to repair. Air conditioning, even more. Don't let home repairs break the bank. Call GoEverythingBreaks.com today and get a free quote for total home warranty protection. Everything Breaks covers major home systems and appliances, starting at $1 a day, including electronics, from cell phones to flat screens and more. Call in the next 30 minutes and get 3 months of coverage for half off. Plus, gain instant vehicle repair savings too. For a free coverage quote now, call 800-FIX-IT-77. That's 800-FIX-IT-77. One free call could save you thousands.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Limitations and exclusions apply. See plan terms and conditions for details. Coverage not available in all states. Actual savings may vary based on the coverage plan and repairs needed. Call 800-FIX-IT-77. Online at GoEverythingBreaks.com.
The best cigars, the best deals, and no BS? Gotta be Famous Cigars. We've been family owned since 1939, so we know how a great cigar makes a great experience. Check out this special offer exclusively for SiriusXM listeners. Get 8 premium cigars for $8 when you visit famouscigars.com/XM8. The curated sampler is worth over $60 and yours for just $8. Top quality brands like Drew Estate, Macanudo, Camacho, and more. Over 80% off and only for SiriusXM listeners. Visit famouscigars.com/XM8. We're your one-stop cigar shop for everything cigars. 8 cigars, $8, while supplies last. famouscigars.com/XM8. famouscigars.com/XM8.
Famous Cigars does not sell tobacco products to anyone under the age of 21 or the minimum age in your local jurisdiction, whichever is higher.
Hey everybody, it's Conan O'Brien, and guess what? I've got my own channel, Conan O'Brien Radio, here on SiriusXM. Tune in to channel 104 for exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities, hilarious moments from all my TV shows, showcasing some of the most absurd and hilarious moments from my decades on television, and episodes from Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast and Andy Richter's weekly call-in show. Don't miss out. Conan O'Brien Radio, channel 104, or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Go.
It's official, sports fans. First Things First is a hit.
First Things First is a good mix of analysis and total ridiculousness.
That is unbelievable.
I'm all ears.
Nick, Drew, and Wilds are the MVPs of sports shows.
I'm Mahomes, you're Kelsey, and you're Andy Reid.
I kind of want to be Mahomes, or at least Kelsey.
Yeah, I think I'm more Mahomes.
First Things First, weekdays at 3 Eastern on FS1.
If you pay attention to the latest medical advances, you've heard about the exciting developments in stem cell treatments. But where do you go? Bespoke Biologics is a pioneer in this exciting field of medicine. The medical professionals at Bespoke Biologics have over 15 years experience and speak with people every day about boosting their immune system, fighting the aging process, and new ways of avoiding disease. If you're ready to explore the potential to improve your quality of life, learn more now. Call 888-326-STEM. Stem cells are some of the most powerful cells in the body, and researchers are moving at warp speed and harnessing their power to help people combat a wide range of health issues. The first step is education, and the latest, most amazing discoveries are now at your fingertips. Schedule your introductory telemedicine consultation now and ask about financing options. Call 888-326-STEM. That's 888-326-STEM. 888-326-STEM. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA.
Feel that chill in the air? Now's the perfect time to layer up. The outerwear shop is now open at Untuck It with sharp new jackets and vests made for this season and beyond. You'll find all the right layers to keep you warm and looking sharp, including cozy sweaters, sweatshirts, and more. But hurry, fall weather won't wait, and neither should you. So don't miss the outerwear shop, open now at untuckit.com in more than 80 stores worldwide. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn, untucked.
Chuck McDowell, here to save you money with Red Pocket Mobile. At Red Pocket, you get wireless service starting at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data forever. Plus, Red Pocket gives you all 3 major 5G networks to choose from for the best coverage you've ever had. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier. I see Red Pocket Mobile. Red Pocket Mobile. Oh, Red Pocket Mobile.
If you or a loved one has cancer, be not afraid. You're not alone.
The technology has greatly advanced over the years. Invita Cancer Center is a leader in personalized, precision, integrative cancer treatment. Hi, I'm Dr. Dino Prado, and if you need next-level targeting for your cancer treatment, we are here to help you. Visit us at Invita.com, ENVITA.com, and may God bless you on your journey to healing.
Other jewelers can't stand this Steven Singer. That's why everybody says, I hate Steven Singer. That's why the billboards say it. That's why they all say it. It's a quote from all these other jewelers. But why is it? You know, because when I go in to see Steven Singer, I think he's great. When everybody that I've talked to goes in to see Steven Singer, they think he's great too. So what's the problem that these other jewelers have? Well, because Steven Singer has the best real natural diamond stud earrings in America. Nobody can compete, and they get furious. Steven has diamond studs available from a 1/4 carat all the way up to 10 carats in total weight. And it's all at the same perfect price that it was last year. You hear about diamonds going up in price, gold going up in price. Steven Singer is locked in. Now listen, this can't last forever, but it's lasting right now. Each pair that Steven Singer has is eye flawless, near colorless, beautiful stuff. They come with Steven's safety silicone back, so you never have to worry about losing them. And with his unbeatable full-time value lifetime trade-in, you know that your diamonds are always worth what you paid, all backed by the best guarantee in the jewelry business. A full 100-day, 100%, no hassle, money-back guarantee. Now, do you see why they hate him? It's our benefit. Experience the difference at Steven Singer Jewelers, online at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Greetings and citations, fine shits.
Welcome to Sam Roberts Show.
Yes. We made it to Wednesday. That's an accomplishment. Just waking up in the morning is an accomplishment, you know? So congrats and welcome. We are live, Sam Roberts Show, Wednesday edition. Hope you're all feeling good. Hope you're all doing great. 866-969-1969 is our phone number this morning if you'd like to call in. So much to talk about. So much to do. A little later on this morning, my favorite true crime author, serial killer, really, author, Harold Schechter is coming in. And he kind of ruined my life because I read his book about Ed Gein like years ago. And so I knew all there was to know. And then that's why I watched the Ryan Murphy show. I was like, well, who is this show even about? This is not anything to do with the guy whose name is in the thing. So we'll talk to him about all that and more. That's going to be a very, very interesting conversation later on this morning. New York, kind of figuring out where everybody stands. A lot of people in New York City today did not bring money to get on the bus, and they're getting turned away. They don't understand it. They thought it's free bus day. You know, like how Baskin-Robbins has free scoop day, you know, on National Ice Cream Day or on National Donut Day. You go in, you get a free glazed from Dunkin'. No, everybody thought the free buses start today. No, although I do love the free bus promise because I feel like Mamdani is like running on this like sweeping change, right, where life as we know it changes. Even in the victory speech last night, he said that they had toppled a political dynasty. I mean, it's true, but it's like, yeah, I don't think that he toppled the Cuomo dynasty. The Cuomo dynasty kind of did it on their own. You know what I mean? Like, I think he might have just been the one to benefit.
You mean like because of the nursing homes?
Well, the nursing homes, the touching.
Yep.
You know, Chris is standing the strongest by a mile. But it's like we're very far removed from the Mario days. Like, nobody else is getting a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like
they could give Chris a bridge.
I would give Chris a bridge.
He deserves a bridge.
But give him a bridge, like a bridge to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like where he becomes an even bigger star. But
Metaphorical bridge.
That's what I'm saying. A bridge to stardom. But realistically speaking, like, we're long past the point. Like, there's not going to be an Andrew Cuomo bridge. They're not going to, they already, like, Andrew Cuomo, if they hadn't renamed the Tappan Zee, and somebody said, what if we call it the Andrew Cuomo Bridge? They'd be like, what? The Tappan Zee is an institution. We're not changing it. So, I think it's one of those, like, when your friend comes in and beats the final boss, except that's only because you died, but you did 80% damage before you died. And then your friend comes in and goes, I can't believe you couldn't beat the final boss. I beat him. And it's like, yeah, but I did 80% of the damage. The Cuomos did their own work in the damaging, I think. But still.
That's over now, though.
Well, that's done. The Cuomos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can't lose the same election twice to the same guy. He lost to the same guy twice.
Hey, let's be honest. He ran a terrible campaign.
That was horrible. He was driving around in OJ's car yesterday. I still don't understand. And then he was making videos, this Andrew Cuomo. And he was going like, well, it's not OJ's car because there's a stripe on the side. Oh. And I must have watched that video 10 times because I was sure it was AI. I was like, who jumped in Sora and made this? Because this is a ridiculous video. But it does not appear to be AI at all. It appears to be like, no, this is worth putting on video.
So his last ditch pitch was,
I got
hey,
the OJ
it's not
truck.
OJ's car.
Yeah, it's not actually. It's very similar. I will acknowledge that it is very similar. However, you guys failed to see the stripe. This is my good luck truck.
Vote for me. It's not the same make and model.
Yeah, can you imagine like driving around on election day and being like, hey, why did you take the passenger seat out of your Volkswagen Bug like Ted Bundy? And I go, I see the similarities when you point it out, but it's not the same car. This happens to be my good luck car. And there also does happen to be ropes and gloves in the back seat. Yeah, but that's for a totally different reason. It's not the Ted Bundy car at all.
Probably have a better good luck truck.
Yeah, it didn't bring him much good luck, huh?
Well, no, it's the OJ truck. Didn't bring OJ good luck either.
Literally any other truck.
Actually, you know what?
It did bring him some pretty good luck.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Actually, that truck really was aces for OJ.
Criminally.
Fiscally not a great good luck truck for OJ, but in terms of criminal charges, it did end up being a good luck truck for OJ.
You wonder where that truck is now. Does somebody own it?
I hope.
Yeah, I think they auctioned it off. Yeah,
it should be in the Smithsonian.
It should be in the Smithsonian. Yeah.
It's the best truck ever. Like when I say truck, what do you think? White Ford Bronco, OJ.
Yeah.
And to this day, I mean, that was 1995. We're 30 years removed. And Cuomo's driving around and everybody's going, isn't that the OJ car? That's how famous that car became. They literally put the NBA Finals in the small picture, in the picture-in-picture. So you could watch in the big picture the OJ truck driving down the road. It was later sold, held in storage for years, and eventually loaned to the museum. It's in the Alcatraz East Crime Museum. Now, why would it be in a crime museum?
That doesn't make any sense.
That's actually not the best museum. It should be in the Not Guilty Museum.
It should be in the Going for a Drive with Your Friend Museum.
Yeah. It should be like, hey, just checking out the Town with AC Museum.
Yeah, it's not in that museum anymore.
Why?
And so right after OJ died last year,
they must have realized it was misplaced. Like this is not a crime car at all.
Right after he died last year.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, by the way.
Rest in peace.
Okay. To OJ.
The owners were like, yeah, we want to sell it for like $1.5 million.
I mean, that's a good price for a 93 Bronco.
It's owned by 3 people. A friend of his and 2 friends of
AC?
AC's. Not AC. A friend of his.
Friend of OJ's.
And 2 friends of AC.
That's wild that OJ still had friends at the end. That's cool.
You'd be friends with him.
I mean, I guess so.
If you lived in Vegas, you would absolutely be friends with OJ. He would do your podcast every day.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah, I'd be friends with OJ.
Yeah, of course you would.
And I'd be like, that show's bullshit, dude. that TV show.
They fucked you good,
that's
bro.
Bullshit, dude. Anyway, you see Cuomo's truck? It's got that dumb stripe on it. Not as good as yours. Yeah, so Cuomo was driving around. I don't know what these candidates are doing. Cuomo was driving around New York City in the OJ Bronco yesterday, trying to convince everybody, I don't know, that you should vote for me. And this was his explanation why it's actually same, but different, but still same.
I'm going to impart a little trivia today because a lot of questions have been asked
This is a 1996 Ford
96.
Bronco. Yes, it is an oldie, but it is a goodie. It is a classic. If you know your stuff, you know that 1996 is the last year for the full-size Bronco.
Could you pause for a moment?
Many.
Do you want to get into why Bronco stopped producing automobiles? Why they stopped making the Bronco? Can we get into that? Like what it was associated with? You didn't get into that? It's just 96. They just decided.
Sometimes cars stop being made.
They just decide.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not in the car business, so I'm glad that you clarified that because I thought it might have to do with the fact that everybody called it the OJ car. But it's not.
No, sometimes
they just stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wasn't because he was.
And then everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's back!"
Right. It wasn't because he was found not guilty and everybody got pissed.
Not that I know of.
I mean, they do that all the time to cars. They did that with the Beetle. They do that with all these.
Yeah, the Volkswagen, the bus.
The bus now it's back as an electric.
Yeah.
Like they do that all the time.
That's what they did here.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. That's. Because I'm always that like, oh, this is probably negative, and it's like it's not. Why you being negative about the Bronco? Plus, he was not guilty anyway, so it doesn't even make sense. You're probably right. It's probably good that Cuomo still drives around in an OJ car.
I know.
It's smart.
The irony is just
it's crazy. I mean, can you imagine? Everybody is already like feels a certain way, and he's like, it'll probably be better if I drive around in an OJ car.
I mean,
what? All right, you can go back to it.
Years, many good memories. I had the kids in this truck when they were very small. Also been ridiculed quite a bit. People saying, "Oh, that's the OJ Bronco." Actually, it's not the OJ Bronco. And if you look closer, you will see the black and gold stripe on the side.
Oh.
That clearly distinguishes it from the OJ Bronco.
Yeah, I see that.
You would also notice a different color interior. So while
Important.
not the OJ Bronco, it is still a classic piece of automobilia history.
Automobilia. Yeah. Memorabilia, automobilia.
And I think it's only a piece of history for one specific reason.
Because it was such a good truck.
And I think people really did like that truck.
It was dependable.
It was very dependable.
And I remember one drive I saw that I was like, man, that truck is not breaking down at all.
Oh,
it looks like it's
smooth
gonna
sailing.
Feels like it's just gonna drive forever. I guess the mileage must be better than I thought because this is not stopping. I can't remember what it was. It was just maybe it was a commercial. It just sailed right through. Also, that means he got it in 96 because it's a 96. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to get a different color.
Yeah, you'd think to yourself like, well, you know, there was something just happened with this color.
Yeah, that was only last year. Like, maybe I'd just get it in red. If it was red, I would get it in navy. You know what I mean? Like
Black
a nice
is badass.
Right. Maybe even like a nice gray.
Gray would be good.
Yeah. Yeah, white would probably be.
Gunmetal black would be a really cool color.
That'd be sick. But maybe they were like, listen, all we have is this dealership full of white's the one that we have.
We'll give you a deal on it.
Nobody's buying it. Yeah.
You could get it painted.
He could have gotten it painted. Because you know he's gotten a lot of work done on it. It's not like he's been driving this thing since 1996, no problem. He's probably had to replace the entire engine.
Maybe he just sat in a garage.
And it's just been good. And it's just good to go.
I mean, I'm sure he's got money. I mean, I'm sure he could afford to have a garage full of different cars.
Then you could assume that he would have enough money to paint it.
Now you can get them wrapped.
Get it wrapped. That's what he should have done. Getting it wrapped with like his face on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Then it would be the Cuomo truck, not the OJ truck.
Cuomo-mobile.
The Cuomo-mobile. I'm driving the Cuomo-mobile around New York. Yeah. But unfortunately for the former Governor Cuomo, the OJ truck was not enough to do it.
That's weird.
And then I saw Curtis Sliwa show up. And he showed up and he came correct. They wouldn't let him bring his cat inside.
Last time. So he wore a cat tie. You know, a tie with cats on it. That's what they call it. A cat tie. It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. There's a tie with cats. It's cats on this tie. It's many cats on the tie.
That's a cool tie.
Right. And I'm assuming cat hair on the suit.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you have that many cats.
You're going to have cat hair on your suit.
Unavoidable.
Yeah, I have cat hair on this hoodie.
And he also and you only have like a couple cats.
I have one.
One cat.
He's got like 60. He's got many cats.
In a little studio apartment.
Can you imagine the mess he would have made out of Gracie Manor?
Oh, he said that he had figured out how many cats he could keep inside and outside.
Did he say what the number was, or he kept that to himself?
I think it was 60.
60 cats.
Hang on. Because he did say that.
Remember when Bloomberg was like, well, I'm so rich, I'm not even going to live in this mansion because my house is nicer than the mayor's house, so I'm going to live in my... Meanwhile, Sliwa is like, not only will I live in the house, I'm going to move 60 cats into it. I mean, the cleaning that they would have to do after his term was up alone. It'd be disgusting. The whole place would smell like cat piss.
That was a video.
Because when you have 60 cats, they're not all using the litter box. They're just kind of going where they're going. It's their house at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So he showed up with a tie full of cats all over it.
He's a good dude, though. He saves cats that are, like, going to be euthanized. Like, that's a stand-up thing to do.
I guess, but not to just hold on to them. It's 60 cats.
Yeah, but at least they're not dying.
What's your name?
I guess, but I don't want them to fill up the mayor's mansion. I don't say like
It's the people's mansion.
I mean, but they're not cats. They're cats. They're not people. If he was moving in the homeless, then I guess. But he's moving in cats. And then he not only showed up with the cat tie, but he showed up with a cat book.
Oh, that's cool.
Right. So he brought a cat book in case, and I didn't read anything about it or the cat book itself, but I'm assuming that Curtis Sliwa brought the cat book to the polls in case there was a line. You see what I'm saying?
He brought some reading material.
Right, in case he had to wait online and he could read his cat book while he was waiting. The cat book is called Paw Verbs.
That's cute.
Right. And so that way, if he had to wait in line to vote for whoever he's going to vote for, secret ballot, he could read his Paw Verbs book. You could read about cats, which I think is smart. I think it's a smart thing to do. So oddly, with Curtis Sliwa with the cat book and the cat tie, and Andrew Cuomo with the OJ Bronco, it wasn't enough to beat Mamdani. Can you imagine?
It's weird.
All things combined. And then with all the work, by the way, with all the work that they did to try to get Sliwa to drop out, they campaigned just as much for themselves as they campaigned to try to get Sliwa to drop out. Mamdani still won by a higher percentage, I believe, than the percentage of votes that Sliwa got. Yeah. Like Mamdani, if every vote for Sliwa went to Cuomo, Mamdani still would have won. It would have been narrow, but he would have won anyway. Now, I don't know if there were Sliwa voters that would have voted for Mamdani, but so at the end of the day, it didn't really make a difference. The result was going to be the same. We just, and that's what I mean. Like, that's the fun we would have lost. Imagine that, like, the result's the same, but we wouldn't have gotten to see Curtis Sliwa show up with a cat tie and a cat book. That's a worse example. Oh, jeez. George Santos is furious. This was posted last night?
Yeah.
Well, he says, I'm going to just say, he says the F word in the tweet. He says, F word you at Curtis Sliwa. So that Sliwa can see
that.
F word you at Curtis Sliwa. And then he writes, I hate you. Which I don't let my kids use that H word. I don't let them say hate.
In all caps.
And he said, I hate you. Which I don't even know what they've meant, but he said, I hate you. And then he writes, your dumb wife.
Oh,
why do that?
Yeah.
Like, why do that? That's rude. You know what? The prison hasn't left George Santos.
Oh, yeah.
This is this type of shit you get down with in prison. You know what I mean?
You think this is learned behavior?
I think so. This is like, don't fuck with me, George Santos. This is punch the biggest guy in the mouth on the first day, George Santos. Prison George is out there, and he's taking no prisoners.
Gruel.
He's a gruel. That's right. He had his purple bandana on when he tweeted this. F word you at Curtis Sliwa. I hate you, your dumb wife, that stupid beret of yours. Oh, my God. And this one is going to hurt you, Travis. And all your F-wording cats.
That's not cool.
Why bring
cats
the
are
cats into
innocent.
this?
I don't know. The wife, I feel like the wife,
Why bring the cats in?
the cats, and honestly, the beret has nothing to do with it either.
Yeah, why shit on the beret?
The beret did nothing.
He didn't wear it for most of the...
Well, he did for the debates anyway. He wore it when he voted.
Like,
he
look,
did.
I can take it off.
And by the way, the beret did a lot of good. You know, the beret was part of the Guardian Angels. They were cleaning up the subways.
Yeah, so you're shitting on all the Guardian Angels. You're shitting on all the French.
And the cats. And the French. I forgot about the French.
They love berets.
They can't get enough of them.
The Green Berets?
The Green Berets. You think the Green Berets are probably furious looking at this? Furious. They can't believe what George Santos is saying. Because the Green Berets, the one thing they love is the beret itself.
I mean, it's right there in the name.
That's right. What should we name our elite group? Let's name ourselves after the hat. We love these hats so much. And now prison George Santos is cursing, and he calls it stupid. Stupid beret. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I don't like that.
And I love the first response is the gif of 50 Cent saying, "Why you say fuck me for? Why you say fuck me for?" And they said, this is the cat's response.
He's right.
Why you say fuck me for?
Get the cat's out of this.
Yeah. I would love to hear this opinion from George Santos and for somebody to be like, well, you know, if he hadn't run and all those votes had gone to Cuomo, it would have been the same result. Like the statistics would have been the same. He liked
George
that.
did reply to.
It was a crying, laughy face emoji. Okay, so he respects that. Yeah. And then it says, wait, he has a bunch of cats. George Santos put him on blast now. 17 in a 400-square-foot studio apartment, according to reports.
I mean, that's a lot of cats for that small space.
That's a very small space. That's a lot of cats.
But he does have he lives in a studio apartment.
With 17 cats?
Yeah.
And you're saying that's good because otherwise the cats would be dead. I'd rather be dead.
I just think he does good things.
I'd rather be dead if I'm a cat than living in that
That sounds like a
shithole. Yeah.
I mean, all those cats are shitting.
Yeah, trapped in the Curtis Lewa cat prison.
He probably spends his day cleaning the litter box.
And cats spend their day going, I wish I was dead.
How do I jump out the window?
Yeah, exactly. There's bars on the window, and the bars are so thin because they can't because those cats, they have those vertebrae. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can slide. They're so tricky. Those cats.
17's a lot.
That's a lot.
400 square
400
feet.
square
Though, that's a pretty good amount of space.
It's a little amount of space.
350, and trust me.
Okay, so you could have what? 14.
I have one, and it's
cats?
like enough. I mean, I could probably have. Honestly, you could probably have 2 or 3 in that space.
But in 3 cats in that space, you'd walk in and be like, bro, there's a lot of fucking cats in
It's a
here.
lot of cats. And, you know, like one
And that's
cat,
3.
maybe
Like
it's
you'd walk in and you're like, well, you can't shut the bathroom door. And then you're looking around, it's like, there's a lot of fucking cats in here, no?
And I've been to people's apartments that have like multiple cats. It fucking smells.
It smells like, is it
Piss.
piss? You're in.
Like one cat, Toots is fine, but like if you had multiple cats in that small of a space, I'm sure it smells.
Like if you have a house and there's 3 cats, you might not even realize it until halfway through your visit. Another cat, this one's an orange tabby.
Right.
And it walks down the stairs and you go, I haven't seen that orange tabby before. Oh, I guess you have multiple cats. I didn't even notice. Oh yeah, they have the lay of the land. Except in 350, 400 square feet, you walk in, you go like this. I don't know, bro. It's a lot of fucking cats in here.
I'm smelling cat shit.
He doesn't smell it.
No, you block
Well,
it
you're
out.
used to it.
Yeah.
Except when he has guests over. Yeah. What is that? Oh, that's New York. What?
That's New York for you.
Hey, that's just New York. Yeah.
I'm gonna say he doesn't have a lot of guests.
Curtis Lewa?
Yeah.
You don't think he parties?
No, I just don't think he has a lot of guests come over to his house. I'll come to you.
Yeah, probably right. Probably right. That is a thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a shithead.
No.
No, he seems like I kind of wanted him to like go see how far he could go in this thing.
I mean, if it was him or Cuomo, I would take him.
Like he's kind of funny.
Yeah, just what happens? Let's roll the dice. Let's see
Right.
what happens when this guy does it.
Like
He's just not someone you take seriously.
No, you have a hard time taking him seriously.
Well, because he always loses by so much, and then he runs again.
I know, you're like, dude, get the hint.
And even his coworkers are like, "You got to stop this," and he's like, "I quit." Remember, he did that. His coworkers were like, "You, please don't do this anymore. It's embarrassing. It's not helpful." And he's like, "Okay, I won't do this anymore." And they're like, "You're not going to run for office?" He's like, "No, I quit. I'm just going to run for mayor." All right. Yeah. So George Santos is furious.
So pissed.
And he's an ex-con. So that's a little scary. Yeah. But, you know, some people are thrilled about it. You know, I think I'll tell you who's pissed too. Staten Island. Staten Island came out strong for Cuomo. Did you see the results?
Did, yeah.
You guys love Cuomo, huh?
Love him.
You love Cuomo. Because it's like, you know what?
Well,
It's-
I don't think they love Cuomo.
It just wasn't him.
Right. But also, Staten Island has a big separate the art from the artist energy.
We had a
You know what I'm
mandate from the
saying?
big man.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And we listen.
Right. When the big man says, when the democratically elected president says, do this, you have no choice. You go, copy.
Got it.
Copy, Captain.
On it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but unfortunately, that was the only borough.
Only borough who can listen.
That was the only. Yeah. I guess all these other boroughs must have had cake in their ears or something. Didn't you hear what the big man said? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cuomo came out strong in Staten Island. But all the other boroughs, no dice. No bueno for him. They were all heavily mommed down. What was the borough that really got behind Sliwa? Was there one? Wait, no? You're looking at me like I'm a maniac for even suggesting it.
Huh?
That question feels unanswerable.
Look at all the cats just in this one photo.
I mean, and also, like, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's almost as many Christmas trees as you have. He's got 7 Curtis Sliwa for mayor signs on the wall of the apartment in varying sizes.
He's good at canvassing.
And this is when you know it's tough. In the window, he's got an AC unit. And you know what's like, but the AC unit doesn't go the whole way. It's a window unit,
sure,
but it doesn't go the whole window. So you know what is blocking the other side of the window from air escaping?
What's that?
A box of Fresh Scoop.
Yeah.
Or Fresh Step or whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, this feels like an apartment that they would go into in the film Seven.
What? I mean, it looks like it. Look at all the newspaper clippings on the
walls.
It seems like a madman lives there.
Yeah, dimly lit. I mean, you would
think if Crazy Joe Davolo was really into cats.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It looks like Crazy Joe Davolo's house.
You know, it's always, and I apologize that this is how you live your life in New York City, Troy, but you do have another establishment. At a certain point in life, the bed can't be used for multiple furniture purposes. You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point in life, as an adult, the bed is not also a place where you sit to watch television. The bed is not also a place where you sit to eat. The bed is strictly a place for sleeping.
And lovemaking.
Yeah, fornicating. I forgot about that. Lovemaking and sleeping is what happens in the bed. It's not like Sliwa's apartment looks like the type of place where you would go over to talk to him, and he'd invite you to sit on the edge of the bed with him.
It's the worst.
And you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do that with an adult.
These cats are so cute, though.
The cats are adorable. And
Troy,
Curtis looks happy, by the way.
Troy, look at that cat.
I know. I love cats.
Come on.
So, I mean.
And Curtis looks well rested.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he has a hard time sleeping.
No. So, you know, God forbid I tell somebody how to live their life. You
That
know?
place has to be crazy at food time.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine? Just a little shake.
Oh, it's insanity. The cats off the walls.
They start coming through the wall. Yeah, they don't realize. I thought we had 17 cats. There's 25 of them here. How'd they all...
Where'd the other ones come from?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I really thought we were going to be able to move them into Gracie. I miscalculated.
The ranch.
I miscalculated. I started buying cats to move them in. I miscalculated the whole thing. Let's go to Dan in Boston. What's up, Dan?
Hey Sam. I'm not sure if you know that there's 2 different Broncos. The one owned by OJ had all the blood in it.
Right.
The famous one in the chase was Al Cowling.
I do.
I think the one in storage was OJ's and not the famous one driving.
Not the AC. I wonder where the AC Bronco is then. I mean, that's the funniest part. One of the funniest parts. I mean, there's so many funny parts of the OJ double homicide, but one of the funniest parts, and like it puts you into the psychotic life this guy had, and really what AC's mind state was. OJ had a white Bronco, so AC bought the exact same car that OJ had because he loved OJ so much. So that is true. There were 2 white Broncos, but it's because AC bought the same car as his best friend because he loved his best friend so much.
No, the one that was in the museum and is is trying to be sold, that's the one from the chase.
And Al's is now owned, I believe, by former mayoral candidate Andrew Cuomo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I would argue that the highway Bronco is more famous than the blood Bronco.
Oh, man, it has the blood.
I didn't know there were 2.
There are 2. Do you think it's funny that AC bought the same car as
I
OJ?
think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I just learned that today, too.
And honestly, I bet everybody called Al Cowlings or whatever his name is, Al. Except that when he met OJ, he was like, maybe start calling me AC.
OJ.
AC, Oh, what car you get? Hey, make it 2.
Oh, that's like when somebody like buys a shirt that somebody else has, and it's like, oh no, yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, no, I also I was gonna buy it before you did it. You just got it before me, but I like it too. Yeah. Al, did you get a white Ford Bronco? Yeah, I mean, it's a popular car. I like it.
I got a deal on it.
To tell you the truth, I forgot you had one. I forgot, but I guess we both have them now, so that's cool, right, OJ? I mean, I guess.
We're twinning.
Oh, look at us. Bill in Florida. What's up, Bill?
Hey, Sam. Good morning, guys. You guys are awesome. I love listening to you every day. I don't normally call into radio stations, but I feel like I'm in a twilight zone this morning. I'm a native Staten Islander. I'm living down here in Florida. And I just want to say to anybody who's from Staten Island who was alive during the '93 attacks in February, I just want to just say this. Just give me 2 minutes. I worked on 105 of the World Trade Center.
Oh, I thought you meant the attacks on Staten Island.
No, the attacks on Staten Island, Sam. There's been a lot of those. Watch out for the turkey. I understand you got to watch out for the turkey. And as far as the cats go on the other side of it, as far as the cats, if my ex-girlfriend is listening, I don't know if she listens to you guys, but they had 9 indoor cats. And when I went down there, her mom was a smoker. She's a big smoker. And I would wake up in the morning, the cats at night, they go bananas. When
they go nuts.
You turn off the lights, and It sounds like someone's breaking in downstairs.
Sure.
They're bouncing off the walls.
It's like that. It's like that musical, Cats. All of a sudden,
Cats, exactly.
Magical Mr. Mistopheles is jumping off the counter.
Yeah, I saw that place, Sam, and they walked on the chairs around me, and
I know.
I still have PTSD from that as well.
Freaks you out, dude.
But look, if I could just be serious just for 1 second,
Sorry.
really. I worked on 105, okay, for years.
Sorry.
And when I saw the post of him standing there with that guy who was the co-conspirator of '93. I was a little sickened, and I've been sickened about this for a while. And look, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything that's going to get me in trouble here. But I just want to say that, when I still in '93, it took me 3 hours to get out of those buildings in '93.
Right.
And when I left in '99. I moved to Colorado. I stayed out there for 25 years. I became pretty moderate, and I discovered you guys, you and Jimmy. I discovered you guys in Colorado, and boy, I'm a big Stern fan. But let me tell you, you guys, I like you. I love you guys.
Thank you. Okay.
But I just want to say,
right.
Thanks for taking my call today.
You got it.
And good luck, New York. Good luck, because I don't know what you got coming down the pipe. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Thank you, Bill.
Sam, please make it make sense if you can.
I'm going to try.
Please, sir.
I'm going to try.
Right, man. Hey,
I think you're going to.
You guys keep.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to
keep rocking in the free world.
Yeah. Bill, we love you.
And doot.
Doot. Yeah. I don't worry, Bill. I don't think you need to worry because there's a mass exodus that's going to happen. Everybody's promised, and I don't remember what other politician I ever heard where people promised to all leave the area that he was going to be in charge of and then never did. But this time, I think it's for real.
And Bill, what are you worried about, bro? You're in Florida.
I think they're calling it
land of the free.
You know what? It is funny. I was watching a lot of the newscasters who were singing a different tune in last November, and I was like, well, it seems like a lot of these people who were fine before might have Mamdani derangement syndrome.
MDS?
It is, dude. It is so funny. It's the exact same thing. You're just watching hamsters on wheels doing the same thing. Like it's almost like they're mimicking the behavior of the others, like the same people in November that were going like, oh God, I can't believe it. This country we're doomed. How could this happen? And then they're going like, haha, we won, right? And then here we are, 365 days later, 1 year later, almost to the day. And they've just flipped. The same people that were, I just can't believe it, are all going like, oh my God, we're cured. Everything's going to be great again. And then the other side that said everything's going to be great again, we're cured. Now they're going, I just can't believe it. I don't know how it happened. It's this, I mean,
I know.
it's this, it's exactly, it's, I mean, to the, like, it's like they're following a script. It's exactly the same. And you want somebody to just go, wait. If they were doing this a year ago and everything's fine, then maybe us doing this a year later, maybe everything's going to be fine.
I just can't believe how many people are so committed to this election and they don't live in this state. I mean,
they don't even, I mean, even living in this state, they don't even, it's the city. It's a mayoral thing.
I mean, there's so many people I see on social media that are not in the city that are so invested in this.
Right.
And I get it. New York City is the capital, the money capital of the United States, possibly of the world. It's, you know, but it's like, why are you so invested? Like, what do you're not here. Like,
and what do we always say about the former New York mayors that run for president? They hilariously fail every time because nobody actually cares. Every single time they fail. The 9/11 mayor failed. Giuliani, right after 9/11, he was like, I'm going to run for president. Hey, you got slaughtered. Wasn't even close. He didn't make it halfway through the primaries.
De Blasio came close.
De Blasio did not come close.
That's my mistake.
He tried to buy his way in and made it through one debate. One. He spent $1 billion.
No, you're thinking of Bloomberg.
That's right.
You're thinking of another failed candidate.
Right. Okay, no, I'm sorry. De Blasio had the exact same outcome. He just spent less money.
I mean, Bloomberg shot himself in the foot when they're like, hey, will you release those ladies from their NDAs? And he's like, nah.
No, I like the NDAs.
But it's like, what?
He goes like, will you open? He goes, no. If I wanted to release them from the NDAs, I wouldn't have made him sign NDAs. And they were like, well, I mean...
It's a horrible time to be honest.
Yeah. You're not even going to lie about it? He's like, what? No, I made him sign NDAs.
Just say I'll look into it.
No. Why? If I wanted it public, why would I make him sign NDAs? No, of course not.
Or just say, yeah, of course I'll let them out. And then you win and then just pretend like I never said that.
Like the Epstein?
Yes.
Yeah. And so they were like, bro, you spent like $100 million already on this campaign. He's like, right. And they go, and you're not releasing the NDAs. He goes, no, those stay. They go, well, then you can't. If you're not going to lie about it, you can't run. He's like, well, all right. I got plenty of cash. That's fine. Whatever.
Guess we're not doing that.
Well, I guess that's a mulligan then. I'll go back to what I was doing before.
Yeah, when you run, you always got to lie.
Of course you got to lie.
Let's say anything people want to hear.
Right.
Because then their ears, oh, that's what we want to hear.
Oh, thank God.
We're going to vote for you.
You said the thing.
You said what I wanted you to say.
Right. That's the whole point. That's the whole game.
That's the game. Don't be honest.
Right.
It's a major part of running for office.
You're lying, of course.
And then when they go, you're not doing the thing you said you were going to do, you go, I'm doing it right now. Yeah. I'm right in the middle of it.
Or gaslight. Be like, I never said that.
Yeah, by the way, you sound crazy right now because I did not say I was going to do that. Why would I say I'm actually going to do the opposite?
You talking about the files?
There aren't any.
That's a hoax.
And the other guys did it.
They did it.
And it's like, but you're the guys that were talking about it the whole time. No, it was the other guys.
No, we didn't.
We did not do that. Okay.
We have video of you saying it.
No, no.
AI.
Yeah, I would no. What? Can I play the video? No, don't even bother.
I'm not going to pay attention. Blah, blah, blah. Fingers and ears.
All right. Okay, I guess we'll just move on then. I mean, what else are we going to do?
Yeah.
Stop talking about that. Oh.
It was a liberal hoax. Move on.
Oh.
We looked into it.
Okay. By the way, I'm going to get rid of congestion pricing. All right.
By the way, groceries are now going to be cheaper.
Yes, when?
Day one.
Yeah, and they are cheaper.
They're more expensive than ever.
They're not cheaper at all. Yes, they are.
The economy's never been better. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking
about? Everything's expensive. People are out of work. Okay, I mean, he says it's fine.
We're going to go bomb somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. I stopped every war. You started a couple of them, didn't you?
It's insanity.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. You have to look at it. You can't be too emotionally invested.
What are you doing, you know? See? So, you know. But the buses still aren't free, by the way. I thought, the buses would be free.
That would have been a flex.
Is Eric Adams the mayor or no?
I don't think so. Mamdani won last night.
And I thought he stopped being the mayor a while ago, to tell you the truth.
I didn't even bring a credit card this
He
morning.
checked out a long time ago.
Yeah, when he realized, like...
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
You didn't even see him vote yesterday.
That's right.
No. He's gone. He's like, fuck this place.
Yeah, because I feel like they almost put him in jail for Turkey.
Yep.
Remember? Because he kept getting the free trips.
Yeah.
And then he sold out. And then he sold out, and then he checked out.
Well, I think the final straw is, didn't he have that moment where he compared himself to Jesus?
Did he do that?
I mean, he does weird stuff.
He was at a press conference, and he was...
I mean, John Lennon couldn't even get away with that. You think Eric Adams can get away with that? He was like, hey, guess who else? What was it? Like, was he being...
Oh, Mike, can you look up the Mayor Adams? Oh, yeah. This is great. This is one of my favorite moments.
You love this.
Yeah.
Because you're a believer.
Right, but I like humor.
You do like that. You do like the absolute audacity. There's something humorous about the absolute audacity. All right, let's see.
This is great.
Let's
Crank it up.
Crank it up.
So, this is a biblical moment.
Oh.
You know, when Jesus was on the cross, he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. All these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God, forgive them.
Right, I forgot about this moment.
Have you ever heard an immediate rebuke?
They're screaming.
What?
That's my favorite thing he's done the whole time he's been there.
His own people are like, what the fuck did you just say?
I know what I'll do.
Right. That's the moment where he was like, I'm done. I'm over it.
Fuck all y'all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Trump, let me know what you need. Whatever you want.
This is Troy's like chainsaw, or let that sink
Chainsaw.
in. Like, you know
Yeah.
Like,
This
we were trying
moment.
to
This
find
is my
his
favorite
thing.
moment
Yeah.
of his entire 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like a Key and Peele sketch. Like, you can't believe it's real. Like that. It's like, are you sure that's not
Remember
Jordan Michael Key?
Remember yesterday you were saying,
Keegan-Michael Key? Keegan-Michael Key.
You were saying you watched the Elon clip over and over again because it was so funny.
I love it. Yeah.
I watched this one.
Right. So
each
you have
have our own thing,
Chainsaw.
yeah.
Travis has Let That Sink In. I have just that full minute of absolute odd cringe because, and then you, I mean, this is pretty.
You could play that again right now. I'd laugh just as hard.
Let's find out. Let's experiment.
So, this is a biblical moment. You know, when Jesus was on the cross, he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. All these Negroes who are asking me to step down, God, forgive them.
He got him again. And they're screaming. They're outraged. They find this to be outrageous.
And he don't care.
No, he's happy about it. He's happy. He stands by what he said. He goes, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
And he adjusted the microphone. I want you to hear this.
Yeah, because he's fed up. He's fed up with the bullshit. He feels like, he was really trying hard as mayor, and then they really railroaded him with all that turkey stuff. He was trying to get a couple trips, give him a little consulate. He didn't think it was that big of a deal. Then they made it a big deal. So he said, you know what? I'm going to go with Trump here, and fuck the rest of you.
Yep.
And then and this was his moment.
Yep.
And then, he kind of stopped after this. He stopped being the mayor.
That was it.
Right. I would love to be, among the people who actually work directly, not, talk to the mayor, but, one or two levels under that, where they're just sitting there no, we can't get anything done. Mayor Adams stopped. He doesn't answer calls anymore, so we just have to sit here until there's another mayor.
He changed his number.
You know what I mean? Yeah, all the city workers are there's nothing I don't know what to do. No, he won't. He said he's done. He said he's over it. Yeah. I saw the New York Post. They did the right thing. Did you see the cover today?
I did.
The red apple.
Yep. It's clever.
It is very clever. They have Mamdani on the cover with the. I believe that's a hammer and sickle. Is that what that is behind him? Yeah. Yeah. They call it the red apple. They think it's going to go full communist probably before the week's over.
Yeah.
Possible.
Better get your bread.
Oh yeah. See, there it is. On your marks, with an X. Get set. Zo. Zohran Mamdani, I think.
I wonder how much these headline writers get paid.
Probably more than the article writers,
I
for
mean,
sure.
they deserve it.
Yeah.
These are incredibly catchy headlines.
Yeah. You know, there's not a lot of journalistic integrity. We don't care.
Yeah, no, we just want something that's silly.
We want something silly and maybe like
punny,
and something that, I mean, look, anybody that knows actual New Yorkers,
hey,
this is the paper they want.
Yeah.
It's Mamdani. Yeah. Who's putting this guy in charge? Yeah.
I know what Slee was using this paper for.
Oh, yeah, he's lining a couple boxes today. He can't believe what's happened.
He can.
Yeah, of course he saw it coming a mile away.
You think he did?
Of course.
He knew?
There wasn't a snowball chance in hell that guy was going to get elected.
You think he's calling the radio station back on like, all right. So, like, who's doing afternoons, by the way?
Now that we all got it out of our system.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
I'm surprised it took him 20 minutes to concede.
You think he would have conceded like maybe 4 or 5 p.m.?
I mean, the polls closed at 9, and
Right.
Curtis didn't concede till 9:20. Like, what was he doing?
He's probably on the shitter.
Cleaning out cat boxes?
Yeah. All right. I get like he knew.
Oh, fuck,
like
I forgot.
Right. Oh, let me. I forgot I even had to do it. Maybe he didn't. Somebody told him like, you still kind of are supposed to concede. He's like, really? It doesn't. I figured people just assumed. Like I'd moved on to whatever the next thing was. Yeah. Well, I mean, it'll get interesting. We'll see.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, probably not.
I think this will mainly be. I think you know what the smartest thing about Mamdani's campaign was. He like promoted these big, sweeping, crazy changes, but then also said make the bus free. And then like if you notice, like he started leaning on that more and more because like really, is he gonna be able to sit there? Like, is he really gonna change rent? Like at the end of 4 years, it's gonna be like, wow. It didn't go up as much as it used to.
Well, no, because it's also such a tricky topic in that he's specifically talking about rent stabilized.
Yes, if you
apartments.
already have a rent stabilized
That's
apartment.
not my apartment.
Most
Almost nobody's apartment.
Well, he doesn't want his own rent to go up.
But like almost nobody's
in rent stabilized.
In rent stabilized apartments. So when he's talking about like we need to make the city more affordable, he's not talking about like everybody getting cheaper rent because we all live in privately owned buildings.
But if he can get buses to be free,
which there's a path to doing.
There's a path to getting free buses, and that's the thing. Like when I was in 6th grade, some kid ran for president, right, of the school.
Is this when you were still on youth jury?
I was just
Youth
starting
court?
my run on youth court.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you were in the system.
Oh yeah. I was watching what was going on. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. And I was sitting there, and I was going like, okay, and he won, right? And then he had said all this stuff, like whatever kids say when they're running for president. But then he had also said a basketball tournament, right? And I thought that was weird.
You love tournaments.
I do love tournaments. I love brackets, but I still thought it was weird. It was like a basketball tournament. Like, I don't see what that does, right? He's a 6th grader. He's a student. There's nothing he can do to change the school. But we did have a basketball tournament.
See?
And guess what happened in 7th grade? The next guy that ran for 7th grade president, they were like, are you going to do anything? Because last year, what's his name ran for president. He said we're going to get a basketball tournament. We got it. So that's all to say. It's the same strategy here. Like he probably said a ton of other shit. More vacations, less homework, vending machines, this, that. You didn't get any of it.
Make
But
all
you
your
got,
wildest dreams come true.
that's right. I will make, if you vote for me, I'll make all your wildest dreams come true. But
He got that done.
making the wildest dreams come true?
No. The
Building-
basketball tournament.
Right. And I do believe that
Do you know
guy.
how he got it done?
How?
No, I'm asking. Like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, he just went to like the gym teacher, and he was like, "Can we do a basketball tournament?" And then he just asked it was just like the kids signed up.
He's organized it.
The gym teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what I'm saying is like, it was a positive spin on it because it was like, no, he said basketball tournament, and we got a basketball tournament. So, is life going to be better? Probably not.
No.
Are there going to be sweeping changes throughout the city? Probably not.
No.
But maybe the bus will be free.
Maybe.
And I feel like that's why that stuff gets put in there, right? Like Bloomberg was the mayor. Were there sweeping changes? I don't know. Was life really better? I don't know. But there were some potted plants in Times Square. You know what I mean? You need that thing.
You need something.
Yes, the tangible, like, well, remember
the bus. Remember the plants. That's the thing. And then you kind of coast for the rest of the 4 years.
Until Curtis comes back.
And then Curtis comes in and goes, yeah. Yeah, there was a whole, they called it a blue wave yesterday, which I thought was a little bit redundant because waves are blue by nature.
Oh, that's very true.
You know, it's the ocean. The water is blue.
So they should have just called it
It's a wave. It's a standard wave. It's just like a regular wave that you would see anywhere. Because, yeah, I guess New Jersey got a Democrat governor. I mean, I think they already had a Democrat governor. They got a new Democrat governor who I think Obama was helping out. Mikey Piff from Hits 1. Mikey Sherrill, yes. Yes, that Obama had been campaigning for. And I think a couple other places got struck by the blue wave. Virginia.
I think those are the only two major...
Those were the big ones.
Governor.
Those are the two big governors, and then, of course, the New York City mayoral race that everybody was looking at.
I'm so glad this is over.
Oh.
What, election season?
I couldn't take any more commercials.
Were you getting a lot of them in Staten Island?
God, you weren't? Like on YouTube TV, you don't notice that? Like it's just
they're local.
ad after ad. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I wouldn't get them.
Oh, my God. Ad after ad after ad.
Yeah, I
Cuomo,
get my...
Mamdani. Cuomo, Mamdani.
You don't get ads. You pay for YouTube Premium, right?
I pay for YouTube Premium, but on YouTube TV, you still get ads because YouTube TV is this TV service. But on YouTube, on regular YouTube, I don't get ads. I do pay for Premium. But
now we can go back to Weekovy.
No, I still get all my moments of Zen.
Oh, God. I haven't had any Zen.
I got so much Zen. I got Zen coming out the wazoo.
Can't wait to hear that sweet Ozempic song again.
Weekovy.
Music to my ears.
Yeah. The president said that there were two reasons that this went the way it went. That one of the reasons is the government shutdown, which is true, actually. Whoever you want to blame it on, I think that, the fact that the government's been shut down for over a month, people blame that on the sitting government. Like that's
sure.
Whoever the president is, that's who they're going to blame it on. So that is true. And he also said that the second reason was that Trump was not on the ballot.
He said that.
It was the truth. Yes, that is true. 100%. 100%. Yes.
Why would he be on the ballot?
Well, he's saying he just wants to people to know that even though he has this office, if he had run for those offices,
he would have won those as well.
He would have that's how he doesn't want any. He thinks that these other nominees are kind of nudniks, but I think his mission is to make sure everybody knows he is still very popular, very much beloved, and still a big winner. I don't think he likes to hear about competitions unless you can kind of spin it in some way where he wins. Even if
I mean, he famously, especially in this election, did not back any Republicans who had a chance of losing because he does not like to be associated with losers. And he said that before.
Right.
He backed a few people that were obviously just going to landslide win.
And then he backed Cuomo instead of the Republican.
Well, yeah, we had a mandate.
There was a mandate. And he even said, I don't like him, but he's better. And Sliwa was like, okay.
I see what okay. Trump wasn't on the ballot and shutdown were the two reasons Republicans lost election tonight, according to pollsters.
I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
That's what he wrote.
And that's caps.
It was all
It's
caps.
not cap.
It was all caps.
It's caps. Right? It's not traditional. It's not cap. It's true because it's on Truth.
Oh, this is a bummer.
Oh, you can get Truth Plus?
What the hell is Truth Plus?
It's the pay tier. I didn't know there was a Truth Plus. I got to upgrade my Truth subscription. You got to get Truth Plus, dude.
The truth right below that is sad news.
What's the sad news of the Truth?
Sean from the Real World is not going to be the head of NASA anymore. He's nominating somebody else.
Trump is?
Yeah, because Sean from the Real World was just a temporary guy.
I also think...
Now he gets to go back to doing the airports.
Well, Sean from the Real World is not happy with this government shutdown, and he's making big threats.
Because it's costing him a lot of pizza?
Yeah.
I gotta keep
bringing pizza pies over to these airports. Going like, look, I understand everybody wants to take their days right now, but there will be a fourth pizza party today that you will miss if you are not at work.
and Sean from the real world will be here delivering it himself. No, Sean from the real world, he said, and I mean, and this is very strategic, I think. It's very strategic by the Democrats. I mean, the Democrats know that it's making the Republicans look bad because they're the ones in office. And so I think they're being very strategic here and realizing that, look at the calendar. What's the date? November what, 5th?
Yep.
What are we getting close to? Thanksgiving. Yep. The busiest travel time of the year.
All the Thanksgiving decorations are out.
Right. Well, the busiest travel time of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I see this a mile away. I know what's going on. It's the busiest travel time of the year. And now Sean from the real world is saying we're going to have to shut down all kinds of flights because all these flights are getting delayed because the air traffic controllers are government employees. And now, like, everybody that was like, oh, don't worry, there'll be back pay. Like, do you know, I mean, there's literally percentages. The percentage of Americans that have a month's worth of money good to go in their bank account is, I mean,
not that much.
It's really not that much. It's really small. I mean, it's the type of stuff that makes Dave Ramsey crazy because they're buying these phones. And to Danielle's point, Starbucks, instead of having a month's worth of emergency fund right there because they want to get their lattes. Well, guess what?
Yeah, what do they say? Like, most Americans are just one, like, bad thing away from
being totally broke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whether it's a car or a medical bill or something like that.
Yeah, the amount of people that are living paycheck to paycheck is astronomical.
Yeah, look at how much everything costs.
Of course.
How you not?
But then they set it up so they're like, hey, good news, you can have all the things. It's normal to be in debt until you die. And then we're like, great.
All I see now, aside from Wegovy and Ozempic ads, are like payday loan ads.
Sure.
And like pay later ads.
What's your money? You should have it now.
Yeah.
Right? We'll just take a little off the top.
Poor JG, he was ahead of this. He was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, well, he got the phone number though.
Yes.
877 cash now is still unbeatable. Nobody's come close.
It's better than those lawyers. Well, what number did they have?
Salino Barnes injury attorneys, 800-888-8888.
I think 877 cash now is better than 888-8888.
Okay, well, what about the musical version of it? What do you think that 800-888-8888?
No, that sucks. That's the new one.
Is it? Salino? No, that's not. That's the OG. 800-888-8888. And then the other one is 877 cash now.
Oh, way better. I mean, it's not even a contest.
No, I like the first one better.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, so you two Britney Spears can like
don't get
the worst.
This is every time.
Why is he getting so salty?
Don't bring Britney into this.
And why is he getting so?
Remember what they did yesterday?
Why is he so mad about the we're not going JG Wentworth?
Troy, what's better, JG Wentworth, right?
What's this? Well, the other one's a little more melodic, right? What's the second one?
Salino and Barnes, injury attorney, 800-888-8888.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one.
Right.
What's the other one? That one's
it's JG Wentworth, 877 cash now.
That one's a little bit more like regal.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I prefer the little bit more like softer.
You know, I think the type of people that kind of need to get hit over the head with a sledgehammer are like, oh, I like JG Wentworth. I like when they shout at me. But the people who have
it's not shouting. It's more of like a Broadway.
But the people who have like
type thing.
Soul, you know what I mean? That like to go on an emotional journey. They like the Salino and Barnes song.
I don't want to be yelled at while I'm watching TV.
You see what I'm? Yeah, that's right.
It's a whole story.
See,
right,
this is
look,
this
it's
is
opera.
It's operatic.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to but that's not Broadway. Opera and Broadway are two separate things. If anything, Salino and Barnes is a little more Broadway, but it's like a mid-act Broadway. It's not like the closer before the break in the middle. What's that called?
Intermission?
It's not like the closer before intermission. It's not the opening song, but that mid-act.
There's a whole story here. It's got a structured settlement.
I forgot about his structured settlement. And I believe he may have had an annuity.
Yeah, either one.
And they could take care of that.
Anything.
Wow. I didn't realize they were covering structured settlements and annuities.
Come on. There's a whole story here.
Well, I didn't realize. Okay. You know what? I'm starting to get under the surface of this story. And maybe the problem was I was not using my brain enough. I wasn't seeing what was, because I didn't read between the lines.
Salino and Barnes is just like, hey, call us.
With their injury attorneys.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Well, just one of them is.
Yeah, the other one's.
The Barnes Firm injury attorney. Call 1-800-8. You got to listen to it.
Larry Mullins tells me what's going on.
That's true.
And then he puts a little spin on it.
Well, I like it. I like that. Yeah. Scott Stanford adds a little personality in the mornings, too. I like that. Yeah, and then there was one other one that was just...
There's the Bob's Discount Furniture.
Bob's
is... my Bob.
Bob's is good. And then, of course, it was... ShopRite would always come through with the can jingle.
Can jingle is a classic.
ShopRite does the can. You know, that's a big one.
Cars for Kids.
No,
Cars for Kids is a big one.
I mean, I think we could all agree that's the worst.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's an earworm, and then the longer you think about it, you just start going like, what the fuck are these kids going to do with these cars?
They can't drive.
They can't drive. Like, you just sit there, and then you think about it, and it's so dug into your brain. You're like, I must be remembering this incorrectly. There's no way it's actually Cars for Kids. Because why would a kid need a full-size car?
And it's a steering wheel.
And it's a junker anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why I'm donating it.
I hate that commercial.
The Cars for Kids?
I just think about the Michael Jordan meme.
Boom, boom, boom. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
Oh, it's such an earworm.
Yeah, no, I left my car on the side of the highway instead. Why? Because fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids, that's why.
That's right. And then, of course, I think the one that destroys all of them, although I do love Salino and Barnes, is the Mount Airy Lodge.
Yeah, but you don't see
that's old. That's old school, bro.
It's old school.
I don't think that's been around for 20 years.
I mean, I know the verse and the hook, which is but the hook is all you have to bring is your love of everything. Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge.
I don't know if
Yeah. I mean, check this out.
87.
Check. Yeah, but it had a run, though. It wasn't just 87. They left it going. This was like champagne glass bathtubs.
Poconos stopped being popping in like late 90s.
Yeah, I would say by 97, Poconos had its run.
It's on the comeback, though.
You think so?
I think so.
In the same way?
In a different way.
Yeah, because it ain't touching the Adirondacks, if you're being honest.
No, but you can still, I mean...
But this was where you went for romance.
I forgot about that. You know why? Because the Adirondacks, you don't have light pollution in the sky, so you get a much better look at the stars.
I can't imagine there's much light pollution up in the Poconos.
Compared to the Adirondacks, garbage. Garbage. Because, and I had that conversation with a guy, we went stargazing when we were in... what were the mountains that I said I went to in Jersey that nobody even realized?
I don't know. You didn't tell us anything about it, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I did. I said I went stargazing. First of all, why are you so salty? Everything you say, you're salty.
Because you should be a cool dude and tell people where you're going.
I'm not going to tell you anything that doesn't... I mean, we end at 11 a.m. So that's all there is to it.
By we, you mean like the three of us.
Yeah.
Because you didn't tell Troy either. We were pissed.
You're fine with it.
Remember when he went on vacation and he didn't tell us where he went?
He doesn't want to. I mean, I don't, I wish it'd be nice if you did.
But you don't need to be a chick about it.
Right.
For lack of a better term.
You were on the phone. He was asking me where he went. I would fucking know.
Well, remember, I brought up the mountains.
And you have a good memory with this kind of stuff.
That's all. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize I was talking to a chick. I thought I was talking to my producer.
Oh, was I supposed to write down what mountain you went stargazing at?
Just remember the show. Just remember the program.
I do. It's possessive. You should know it.
Remember the program and stop trying to push your own agendas.
What's my agenda?
Wanting to be informed of vacations and the Christmas thing from yesterday was your own agenda.
That was 2 days ago.
Whatever it was.
I stand by that.
You think Travis pushes his own agenda sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. Me too. Me too. And it's not great for a producer.
He was so fired up about Christmas the other day. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell is this guy's problem?
I know. And then yesterday was, what agenda he was pushing? Huh. That stupid purple dragon.
Figment? Everybody loved that.
Figment. It's his agenda.
I know.
I have so many messages.
Can you imagine having a producer that constantly pushes his own agenda? That's what I deal with.
I know, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Look, you're wearing purple today. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Well, you're wrong. It is exactly that.
Okay. If you say so. We only talked about one purple dragon yesterday.
I don't know of many others. Barney was a dinosaur, not a dragon.
Denver wasn't purple, right?
No. He was our friend.
And
a whole lot more. But after him, that was it. No more dinosaurs. He was the last one.
Well, the dinosaur family.
Oh, that's the Great Dinosaurs. None of them were purple either. Although Baby was a pink hue.
Yeah.
That's just about as close to purple as we get. Yeah. And the thing about the Baby is he was the baby, so you had to love him. You know what I mean? No matter the behavior. You just found, well, normally I'd be really upset because he would just hit me for not being the mama.
Isn't it wild what a run that show had?
I'd had a run, dude. Dinosaurs? Because it was like, imagine.
Everybody watched it.
Imagine the Honeymooners, but Jim Henson Dinosaurs. Yeah, you couldn't get away from it. It had an action figure line. It had everything. Like, if you didn't watch Dinosaurs, you wasn't shit.
The son had a
watched
mohawk.
that?
You had
Oh
to.
my
Didn't
God,
you get
dinosaurs.
nightmares?
You had to watch Dinosaurs. It was the tale of an American family, a working class American family dealing with the struggles that we all deal with. But they were dinosaurs.
Those are terrifying.
Oh, he works at a construction
Their
yard.
eyes.
That baby, see that baby dinosaur right there?
Yeah.
Cultural phenomenon.
Oh, God.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Cultural phenomenon. I mean, talking baby dinosaur was like Tickle Me Elmo for 1 year.
Wow. It kind of looks like the baby Grinch,
A little like the baby Grinch. I see it.
right?
I see it. Not the mama. He would hit you. He would hit the dad with the frying pan and say, "Not the mama." Then people went like this. We can't get enough. I got to see that again.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
See, cool teenage dude dinosaur, sassy teenage daughter dinosaur, wholesome mother, working class dad coming home with his lunch pail. It was the best. This was Baby Dinosaur had his own breakout single, because this is what you did back then. If you had a popular show with fictional characters that like weren't actual people, you got into the recording industry. So like The Simpsons had a whole album, Do the Bartman. It was a single. It was a legit, like you'd hear it on the radio, right? I was surprised Balky never got a song from Perfect Strangers.
He should have.
He should have. Do the Urkel was a song.
That's right.
Right? Do the Urkel was a song.
Ninja Turtles had a whole album. They went on tour.
That's right. I mean, Vanilla Ice got a second single out of the Ninja Turtles.
That
Go
was-
Ninja,
yeah,
Go
the
Ninja,
movie.
Go.
Yeah.
And this was
I forgot about this.
this was Baby Dinosaur's song. See, it's MTV. Oh, right. It's dinosaur television. Because dinosaurs like dinosaurs, like we
First
like
up,
music.
New music by Roadkill.
I like DTV.
This is from their smashing new debut album, Guts on the Grill. This is the single, Don't
See, it's
Adhere
storytelling in
a
the
Big
music video.
Idea.
Baby doesn't like it.
Hold on. What's with you?
Don't want to hear that. Want something good.
Well, I hardly
Irresistible.
think you're in a position to do any... Ow! Oh. All right. What do you want?
I want to sing.
You don't have a song.
Yes, I do.
This is highly irregular. Whoa! All right.
This is so bad.
Okay,
I can't believe how long
here
this setup
is
is.
the baby with a song of some sort.
Kick it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm the baby, gotta love me. Big purple eyes, I'm very cuddly. Especially when I hit my daddy with a frying pan.
It's just a
Run around the house when they tell me not to. I take every chance to make a poop in my pants. But I'm the baby, and you got to.
Troy, were you impressed that I pulled that just now?
You said it, and it just happened.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, huh? I got a lot stored up here. Yeah, so like you can fade it out. This is kind you got it. You got the gist. But like you have to understand. Like this song would come out and people would look at it and not go, "Oh, this is over. Like this show is done. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. This can never." They go like this. "Oh yeah, this fits right along with my fandom of the program."
Like kids or adults?
Everyone.
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 Fun for the whole family.
Fun for the whole family.
What year was this?
Probably 93.
The show says starts in 91, but maybe music video.
92.
1993?
Yeah. Because they had a real quick run.
Yeah, it was huge, and then it just fell off the planet. Because people were like, "Oh yeah, we're watching dinosaur puppets." And the budget for the show was 93. I nailed it again. It was on the VHS release.
This is like K-pop Demon Hunters.
What did you want to say?
This was their moment. They had This was their gotta be golden.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
I don't know.
I do. Yeah. I know it all.
You're supposed to, though.
I know. I got little children. They're going crazy for these K-pop Demon Hunters. They can't get enough.
That's why our parents probably knew I'm the baby, gotta love me.
They were rocking out.
I haven't thought about that song in years.
Me neither, but it was up there. It was jump on the bench, my daddy on the head.
You love it.
I mean, I consumed a lot of media growing up. A lot. And it all stayed there.
I feel like you have a photographic memory or something. Do you?
Maybe. I don't know.
things really well.
Can't remember where he stargazed.
I've never been diagnosed with a photographic memory.
Never been diagnosed.
Never diagnosed.
You should go.
You think so?
Yes.
Anthony in Westchester.
Tylenol boy.
I didn't take Tylenol
Hey,
for a
how's it
long
going?
time. Oh, the circumcision.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that Balki Bartokomous also had a song. There was no video for it on MTV or anything, but they tried to make him a pop star on the show.
Oh,
Fresh Young Balki B.
What? Now that is the thing that they would do on shows. Is they would like have an episode where the character had a song, and they would hope that the song broke through the episode so that it could so they could actually release it as a song. And sometimes it worked. That's how Do the Urkel was on an episode of Family Matters, except then it was it just became its own thing. I did not realize that Balki was part of this. Thank you.
I mean, I remember the Dance of Joy.
Thank you, Anthony. I do remember the Dance of Joy as
and
well.
the Baby Bopkas.
Let's see. Fresh Young Balki B.
Oh, no.
It was rap, too.
Balki B video, take 2.
Balki was he was a real breakout character. Bronson Pinchot. Oh my God. Poor Bronson. He's like, no, it's the character.
Just really did define him for such a long time.
A long time.
That he was a serious actor.
I know. He did a lot of stuff.
He's great in True Romance.
Yes. See, this is one of those we're kidding. Unless
you like it.
This is a goof. Would you buy it on cassette?
It's very Milli Vanilli.
Very Milli Vanilli.
I was tended to my flock of sheep. My mind was bent and couldn't get no sleep. I was dreaming of a world.
He's really struggling to keep the accent through the song. Oh.
So I packed up and I said goodbye to my mama. And I crossed the sky to a new land.
It's the story of the show.
It's the show.
The show. Now he's going to talk about Cousin Larry.
I met my cousin Larry. This is rough.
Great choreography.
Yeah.
Very good choreography.
Ooh, sexy women.
Hot chicks.
I wonder if they got Eddie Van Halen to come in like Michael Jackson did.
Can you shred a little bit?
Just don't credit me.
Cause my dreams are fulfilling and I'm chilling. New ground beside me and I'm willing to go to the top. And that's why I'm telling y'all not to stop.
This is... They're pretending this is fake, but this is not fake. They really wanted a hit out of this. Because Balki is the American dream.
Cause if you're looking to do the same, don't go cooking up a brand new game. Just reach for what you got inside. Cause you're your own ticket to ride.
Oof.
I wonder what he thinks about this.
Can we get Bronson Pinchot in studio?
Wouldn't you like to talk
about
about
my
this?
God, this is all I would want to talk about now.
Young Balki B. Come on, slide girls. Get busy.
I mean, that wasn't even a joke.
No.
They were really trying to be. I mean, and I just pulled Balki out of my ass as the exact character that they would try to do that with, and then they absolutely tried to do that with him. Oh. But back then, dude, when you had one of these wacky breakout characters on a sitcom, you had to ride it until the wheels fell off. You had to.
Did Grandmaster B ever do a rap video?
Is that Bud Bundy from
Yeah.
Married? I feel like Married with Children was the one show that had a little bit more integrity because it was almost like
a mockery of the other shows.
Grandmaster Pete was the best.
He was the best.
But Grandmaster Pete was the best.
Those were really good years.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, but I bet Bud. Like, you know how like you can always tell, like Jaleel White always tries to distance himself from Urkel. Carlton always tries to distance himself from Carlton. Dwight hates it when you call him Dwight. You know what I mean?
Well, that's not his name.
Okay, I guess. You know, I'll bet Bud didn't love the end of that show, like the last several seasons of that show, because he really did become like kind of the butt of every joke.
And he's the only one who didn't go on to anything.
Right, he stayed Bud.
Christina Applegate had a great career.
You call Christina Applegate.
Ed
You call
O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill.
Even though I associate him with Al Bundy, there's a whole generation that associates him with Modern Family.
And even another generation that associates him with jiu-jitsu.
Little Giants.
And Little Giants. And there was another movie, the name escapes me, but it'll come back to me, but he was in that movie too.
And Katie
Seagal. Yeah, I mean, she's done a ton of stuff, but she had a whole Sons of Anarchy run.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
This is called David Faustino, I Told You.
Is this him or is this
Now,
Grandmaster
this appears
Pete?
to be David Faustino, not in character,
All right, well, this
just
is his fault.
You know,
David Faustino.
I kind of remember that. Like in real life, he wanted to be legit.
Mike, I'm worried because this sounds like it could be much worse than the character doing it.
Well, I'm not sure how it aged, but I'm sure back then it was very cool. Everyone, remember, it was the 90s. Everyone wanted to have a bit of a hip-hop edge.
Yep.
Everybody.
And branding was very important in the 90s.
Now that woke is back, we can't do any. Now cultural appropriation is gone again. I hope you guys enjoyed your year.
It was fun while it lasted.
Hope you guys enjoyed your year because woke is back, baby. Woke is back.
Now, if cultural appropriation is bad again, does
It's
that
bad
mean
again.
that Hot Dog has to stop acting like a young white woman?
Depends on how he identifies. Okay? That's
right, because
you see?
woke
Perfect
is back.
answer.
Because woke is back. Okay? I did love the tweets last night going, ladies and gentlemen, there are 25 genders. We're going into all your bathrooms. Woke is back. Okay, so this is David Faustino's breakout song, the actor who played Bud Bundy. Oh, David. Oh, no. He's looking like a tough guy. Oh, it's on Much Music. That means Canada liked it. It says ODE. Oh, D-Lil?
His name was D-Lil.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Here I come, here I come, here I come. Straight down to business, now you know I just begun. I come with beats, I come with knowledge, not the gun. And when it comes to trouble with my mind, I overcome.
Oh,
the chaos and confusion, cause you know I'm not the one. And when it comes to respect, yeah, give me some. So you wick-wack, knick-knack, tic-tac, get back. I got the funky style.
Oh,
and you know
sheesh.
with that, I got more flavor than the Barcade Kit Kat. And when it comes to kitty cats, I gotta have a Jimmy hat. You're going insane.
Oh, God damn it. He had a Kit Kat candy bar. It was fun size. Jimmy hat.
I told you.
Slang for condom, I believe. He has protected sex with women.
I blame Marky Mark for all this.
He's a stud. He has safe sex with women. Yeah, no, I think you're right about that. Everybody thought
They were the next Marky Mark.
if Marky Mark could do it, they could do it. And also, snow didn't help.
No.
Because this has a very snow vibe to it.
But I'm as dope as can be. I'm the hot.
Actually, I hate to disagree with you, David Faustino. I believe you are not as dope as could be. I believe there are levels of dopeness that would exceed this.
Grandmaster B.E. or even Bud Bunny, but that's the funky romantic flow, and that's the way it has to be. Now,
Oh,
bring it
jeez.
back, I got that fool.
I like the beat.
You like that?
I do like the beat, yeah.
Come in and your face up full of pieces.
It's very like 1991.
You know why you like this? Because it's extremely derivative.
Yeah, I mean, it literally just sounds like
Anything else that could
Everything else.
yeah. He's wearing a Raiders hat.
Yeah,
He's still-
Grandmaster B wore a Raiders jacket.
Oh, God.
A young Mike Cannon would have thought this was a very good idea.
Yes, he would have. Yes, he would have. A young Mike Cannon would look at this and say, I should be doing this.
Yo, let me go. Just send you what you ordered from the menu. Don't pretend to be a little sucker.
This is Bud Bundy, but it's David Faustino, the actual guy.
You think that I am playing, but on the other hand, you know I'm in demand. So why don't you take a stand? You just fold it. I told you.
And see, he has a multicultural group of friends, just in
Yeah,
case,
sure, yeah, sure.
anybody questions that. You know.
Can you imagine somebody who's on a hit sitcom hanging out in the streets? All your friends would be like, "You got this one?" You know what I mean?
Oh, he put out a whole album.
No.
What was his rap name?
D-Lil.
D-Lil.
The album is Ballistics. Ballistyx.
Oh. I guess that is a cooler way to spell it.
Girl, you know I love you, but you're killing me softly. Psych, right? Like you thought I was serious. It makes me so furious. Why are you so furious?
Oh, it's also the name of a hip hop club that he
frequented.
opened.
He opened it. He loved hip hop. He's like, man, that Bud Bunny stuff, that's just my job, yo.
I wonder if that was his idea, like Grandmaster B. Or if like the writers created that because they knew how much he loved hip hop.
I kind of feel like
Well, it's one of two things, right? Either he pitched it because he wanted to lean that way, or if the writers pitched it, I don't think it was because he likes this. I think if the writers pitched it, it was because they were making fun of him in the writers' room.
That's a good call.
I mean, you have to. If you're a star on a sitcom, you have to read those scripts carefully to find out if they're making fun of you in the writers' room. Because I guarantee you, Grandmaster B was not meant to be flattering to his hip-hop career if that's the way it came about. I told ya.
See, it's in your head.
Now, to be totally fair, you could make the argument that in a very short period of time, I want to say in like maybe 1993 going into 1994, you could argue that having a hip-hop single was like having a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the way everybody's like, well, you know, I don't know how I break out from this. I don't know how I'll do a hip-hop single. It was the podcast of the day. You know, now David Faustino will come out with a podcast.
Probably has one.
I bet he does.
It's the 90s were an interesting time because you had the anti-capitalist sentiments of grunge.
Right.
But you also had this incredible dive into braggadociousness on behalf of anyone in the public eye.
That's right. And can you imagine, like, you are already on a hit sitcom. Let me make a braggadocious rap song about how I've made it and, like, how I'm the man. But it's like, but that's not from rapping. That's from the sitcom that you were already on.
The rap was just a vehicle to tell everybody how much pussy you got.
Right. You think that's what he meant when he was talking about kitty cats?
Probably the Jimmy Caps,
The
too.
Jimmy Cap, yeah. That's what he uses the Jimmy Caps for.
Well, AIDS was still a threat to the hetero community.
I see.
In the early 90s or so, we thought.
So he's sitting there going like, you know, I get a lot of tail, but
don't have the HIV.
I'm not at risk for disease.
And you also have to make sure you hit key points that were in other rap songs.
That's right.
Jimmy hats. I mean, they were rapping about Jimmy hats all the time.
Right, and I think too he was probably influenced by Criss Cross, who said that they were like everybody else was wiggity 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 whack.
I mean, there was a huge rap. Like Criss Cross was just the beginning of it. I mean, Young Black Teenagers. There was a bunch of other rap groups that sounded just like that.
If I'm not wrong, Criss Cross, they would make you jump.
Well, the Daddy Mac would make you.
That's who
jump,
it was.
Jump.
Okay, that's right.
But then don't forget the Mac Daddy. Then would also make you jump.
Sean on Long Island. What's up, Sean?
You guys remember how Dinosaurs ended?
I vaguely. Did they know it was the last episode and it got like hit by a meteorite or something?
Yeah, it was like corporate greed created a new ice age. I think you should have Danielle watch it and see how she handles that.
Right. Yeah. I think they actually did which is kind of a bummer. They did a deal where the dinosaurs got extinct. And that was the way the series ended.
That's the science.
Right, but I think, I'm not sure that the dinosaurs lived like people, like had a built society.
Were you there?
I wasn't there, but I asked Neil deGrasse Tyson about it, remember? And he said we'd have some evidence of that.
Is there a more than zero chance?
He would say zero. Eric in Pittsburgh. What's up, Eric?
Hey, Sammy. How are you, buddy?
I'm great.
Hey, I know you're a big Blossom fan. Didn't Joey Lawrence have a pretty big song, and he performed it on the show as well? I can't remember what it was called, but I thought he had a little short-lived
I believe his song was
career.
called Don't Know About the Future. That's anybody's guess. By Joey Lawrence.
I only know it.
Oh, no, Eric, you're right. Joey Lawrence became such a heartthrob and a hit after playing Joey Russo, Blossom's brother, that he was able to venture out into the world of recording. I mean, the Lawrence brothers.
Nothing My Love Can't Fix?
That sounds right. That sounds accurate. The Lawrence brothers, I mean...
Who's his brother?
Are you kidding
His
me?
two brothers.
He's got two brothers.
Joey Lawrence.
Matthew Lawrence, who had he had a
Miss
huge
Doubtfire.
run. He was the kid in Miss Doubtfire, but then Boy Meets World, he was the
course.
roommate. He was Eric's roommate. And then the little Lawrence also became a big TV star.
He was in some Disney Channel stuff.
That's right. Little Lawrence, I
Or-
believe.
Yeah, obviously that other kid.
Yeah, the Lawrence brothers. And now the three of them have a podcast together.
Of course they do.
It's a great podcast.
Andrew Lawrence?
Andrew Lawrence.
Right, Matthew Lawrence, yes. Obviously I know who he
Yeah,
is.
Matthew Lawrence. Andrew Lawrence was big too.
Andrew Lawrence.
And Joey Lawrence started losing his hair. He was one of the early people that tattooed hair on his head.
Brotherly Love.
He 100% did it.
Recess.
If you
I
look at
remember
him,
this
like,
guy.
in a certain era, like, he's got the perfect hair stubble that, to me, I believe is clearly tattooed on.
Joey?
Oh, yeah.
That's a bummer for Joey.
Huge bummer, because he had perfect hair. That was his whole deal. His hair and his jacket.
Whoa. Whoa. All right, Andrew Lawrence was nowhere near as popular as the other two.
No. But, I mean, they set such a high standard.
The Lawrences.
The Lawrences. The Lawrence I. is what you would say. But yeah, but still, Andrew Lawrence was still successful.
I guess.
Andrew Lawrence was successful by any standard other than a Lawrence standard. And unfortunately, he is measured on the Lawrence scale of success, which is tough for Andrew. But
like the Manning brothers.
That's exactly right. Let's give a little listen to Joey Lawrence's "Nothing My Love Can't Fix."
Whoa!
This is upbeat, funky music.
They all sound the same.
Exactly the same. It's just Marky Mark every time. I mean, it just looks like the commercial for the Z shirt.
Is that a B shirt?
No. I mean, listen.
Go ahead.
He was a hot dude.
Hotter than whoever people chose yesterday.
Who coincidentally has that Wicked movie coming out?
Yeah, that's a coincidence.
I mean, it's a great song.
Yeah, I mean,
this is honestly, you can fade out of it. This is, while it's not like, oh, he likes the Philadelphia Eagles.
Nice retro Eagles hat.
This is not, it was probably not retro at the time. This is from like 94. But where do you get that 94 Eagles hat?
Bought it at the store. It's 1994.
Modell's. I mean, while it's not, groundbreaking by any stretch of the imagination, it's not an outwardly offensive pop song more than any other pop song would be.
And it's better than David Faustino.
But that was outwardly offensive. Jonathan in Connecticut. What's up, Jonathan?
Right.
What's up, guys? I'm surprised Montone didn't mention Joe Pesci's illustrious rap career with his hit single "Wise Guys."
We've played that.
Yes, I believe.
We've also played the bitches.
The bitches that'll get yous. When Joe, I believe that was right after My Cousin Vinny when they were trying to, because then Joe Pesci, because this is what you did, right?
This was a bad move.
See, it was a horrible move, but you didn't know, like, all this energy eventually got channeled into memes.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know what to do with it at the time. Like, now this became memes. Like, you would just sit there and go, like, well, of course, like, everybody loves My Cousin Vinny. We'll make a whole bunch of memes. That's what they did with Napoleon Dynamite. You just make a whole bunch of memes. But we didn't have memes back then. So we didn't know what to do with all this energy. So we gave out recording contracts. Because you didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? They can't get enough. We don't, because you can't just go and do another movie because they want this guy. They want this character. And we can't do memes because we don't know what memes are yet. We haven't even hit Dramatic Squirrel. So what are we going to do? We'll give him a recording contract and see if this works.
Oh, this is a 240p.
240p is good.
Yeah.
240p is quite good. All right, let's hear a little bit of Joe Pesci's Wise Guys. I'll leave it on. I don't want to be offensive, Mike, and turn it off too early, but we just hear some of it. It's the same bitches that'll get you song. It's called Wise Guys. There it is.
It's a bitches that'll get you. Hey, beat out my ass. Treat all my bras like trash. You'll catch a blast if you move too fast. I talk with class. You don't have to ask. Getting everything by flashing cash. Fighting and stealing, don't kill without feeling. So I win in casinos before they start dealing. All about respect and intellect. Only mess with the women that pick up the check.
Oh, God damn.
One chick's brunette, the other was blonde. I heard their fathers had stocks and bonds, so I f***ed them up and left them floating in a pond. Custom-made clothes from
I
head
mean-
to toe. Catch Joe at the fight sitting in the first row.
I do respect that clearly they just paid him and gave him the lyrics, and he just read them.
I'm a wise guy.
I hope he got a good check.
I'm sure he did. All right, so that's Joe Pesci's Wise Guy. You can fade out of that. I love. They're like, listen, Joe. First Goodfellas, then My Cousin Vinny. Now Casino's a hit. Is there any way you'd be interested in making an outwardly misogynistic rap song?
We'll throw some violence in there.
And we'll do a violently misogynistic rap song.
And we'll sample Blondie.
And we'll sample Blondie, the creator of hip hop. And Joe Pesci said, actually, that does fit my brain
me up.
perfectly. That sounds great. What's the pay? Okay, yeah, we'll do it.
McClure brings up a good question.
What's McClure's question?
Was Eddie Murphy the first? Because I think that's just a good song.
My girl
That's
likes
a good
to
song.
party all the time. And see, like Eddie Murphy but Eddie Murphy wanted to be.
You want to be legit.
He wanted to be a rock star. Like he wanted to be a pop star. He wanted it to be like Michael Jackson, Eddie Murphy. Like the way like Kevin Hart turned himself into a comedy rock star. Eddie Murphy he wanted to just be a pop star. And here's just a pop song that I've written. I'm coming out with an album.
I think
It's not funny. It's not like.
no irony.
Right. I'm not going to put in lines of like, and you can find me at McDowell's. Like, you know, like nothing like that. Like, you know.
Zamunda.
Right. I guess him and me, we're trading places. Like, no.
Looking good and feeling good.
Yeah. None of it. No.
Parfaits are delicious.
I'm looking down, Shrek.
No, this is just a good song.
No, this is just Eddie Murphy was like, no, I believe I would like to be a pop star as well. Keep in mind, Eddie Murphy got famous when he was like 20. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
This is produced by Rick James.
Bitch?
Yeah.
Rick James, bitch?
Oh, yeah.
From the couch?
Is he the guy who said, fuck your couch?
Yes.
Wow.
Is that the full quote?
I don't. That's the only part I remember.
Okay.
Listen, cocaine's a hell of a drug. All right, let's hear. And this is where Rick probably met Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy.
Let's hear Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time. Because this charted. This was a hit.
This was a hit.
Yeah. And I get it. It's a good song.
It's a good song. Troy, you like this song?
I'm not mad at it. I don't know if I'd ever put it on and just sit and enjoy
But
it.
like
Turn it off?
No.
Rick James could have sang it. This
Yes,
could be
yes.
a Rick James song.
When the 80s channel's on in the bathroom and it's playing, I'm not mad. No.
Yeah.
Of course not.
And you're almost like, good for Eddie. He made it. You know what I mean? There it is. Rick James
We need
and
to set
Eddie
up the
Murphy.
story first.
That's right.
Hi guys, party all the time.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Unity!
Okay, put your phones on, man.
But this was Eddie's way of saying, like, I'm being serious. Rick James is producing me. Oh. I like when they repeat it. Diamonds on your finger. Danielle, you're liking this.
Oh my God.
It's good,
so
right?
good.
And it is a risk for Eddie Murphy, who at that point is like the biggest comedian in the world, to go and do this like a serious like dance record. All right, we can fade down. But like the idea that he would do this, like if this goes wrong, he had had nothing but successes up until now. So if this is looked at as a you know humiliating failure, which it could, he's screwed.
Legend has it he won a bet with Rick James for that song.
That it would be a success?
No, that like it would be his song or Rick James's song.
Oh, like he bet something, whatever the bet
I
was.
don't know. That's the legend.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then Eddie got to have it?
That's what I hear.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Eddie, well, I'll tell you what, Eddie did it better than Joey Lawrence.
For sure.
Yeah, unfortunately for Joey. Ray in Georgia?
Hey, you're forgetting, remember Don Johnson? I think he was still on Miami Vice when he came out with his stuff.
Did John Johnson have a hit?
John Johnson had like
Couple
albums.
hit albums?
Yeah, and with the famous DeWeasel Zappa as his guitarist.
That's right.
Bruce Willis put out an album.
Yep.
Right?
That was Bruno.
He was a legit. I think he was a legit songwriter too, if I remember right.
Don Johnson? Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I
Don
think he
Johnson,
wrote a
yeah.
couple of-
He did have a full-on,
Yeah,
thank you, buddy. He did have a full-on recording career. Let's hear a little bit of it. Oh, nice. I like a little tap.
He had enough songs. He put out an essential collection in 1997.
If you want something to play with, go and find yourself a toy.
Oh, shit.
I thought he was going to say something else.
Me too. Play with these nuts.
It's too expensive.
You can play with these.
These what?
These nuts. Got him. Okay. I mean, look, it's not my cup of tea. But he had success.
You're not going to have your fourth kid to this?
I mean, the longer it goes, the more likely it is. Jeff in Florida. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, good morning, Sam. Another actor turned rapper in the line of David Faustino's Donkey Lips.
Donkey Lips had a rap song?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah,
like,
he had a career.
Was it in the? Well, I don't know about career. Was it in the same?
Well,
maybe came out with more than one song. Was it in the same era as Salute Your Shorts, or was it after Salute Your Shorts?
it was after. I will say it's after. He does rap along to I think it's Mockingbird, the Eminem beat. It's
Oh, so
quite
this is
depressing.
way after. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really depressing.
Oh, that's terrible to hear. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day.
Okay, correction. Richard Pryor bet Eddie Murphy $100,000 that Eddie couldn't sing. To prove him wrong, he worked with Rick James on his album, which resulted in Party All the Time.
And then he got the money from Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor never paid him the money.
Richard Pryor was unreliable in that way.
It appears that way.
To be fair, I mean, he was an addict on the level that he set himself on fire, so, you know. Justin in Queens. What's up, Justin?
Hey, what's going on, Sam? Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a group that I wanted to throw in for the 90s sitcom band tournament.
Okay.
No, we're not doing a tournament.
I'm considering it as we go.
No, the lines are open, right?
Technically, the list is open.
You've mentioned him many times before, but they're kind of like the godfather of it, the Zack Attack.
The Zack Attack ruled.
They made an episode off a fake concert from them.
Yes. Now, listen. Thank you, Justin. I don't believe that any cast member of Saved by the Bell had anything to do with the production of that music.
It looked like they were playing their own instruments. They would like dance around.
You think they? No, Forever was John Stamos.
Yeah, you're thinking of Friends Forever.
Friends Forever was the Zack Attack. Forever was the song John Stamos sang to Rebecca.
John
with
Stamos is just a talented artist.
Jesse and the Rippers. Yeah, Jesse and the Rippers is clutch.
They would be a number one seed.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, did we ever have a chance? Was this? Remember they did the episode of Saved by the Bell that was basically a VH1 like behind the music of Zack Attack?
Yes.
Like they were running so low on ideas, and the network had said like we need 90 episodes of Saved by the Bell every 2 months. That they were like, we're just going to do what? They did 2 graduation episodes of Saved by the Bell. 2. Like they ended this is what they did on Saved by the Bell. They ended the series. And then the network was like, yeah, we're going to need another season. They were like, fuck.
We graduated
them. And then Elizabeth Berkley was like, well, I'm doing this naked movie, so I can't do Saved by the Bell. And then Tiffany Amber Thiessen was like, I'm not doing it either. So they brought in a new girl and just had them graduate again.
Is that when they brought in what's-her-face?
Tori.
That was the reason. Tori was only on one season?
One season, the last season.
Because these all really blend together.
Not only did they blend together, but they would do a thing where they would have, like, the lineup was, it would be 2 episodes of Saved by the Bell on, but only one of them was new. And they would just mix them
That's
up.
why I never.
And totally out of order, like nothing mattered. Like they completely gave up on any continuity of anything.
Because I remember Tori.
Yeah, she graduated, as did Kelly and Jesse.
Tori's like when Married with Children brought in 7.
That's exactly correct.
And that was just
and that's because
bad idea.
Yeah, and Christina Applegate was like, I'm not, like, I'll come in to shoot a couple scenes and that's it. And they were like, okay, we'll bring in 7.
That was weird.
Horrible. Cousin Oliver. It's the same strategy. But yeah, they brought in Tori because they lost Kelly and Jesse. Oh. And they didn't even bring up Kelly and Jesse ever.
Yeah, they just weren't there.
They're just like, no, they're in a different class.
They were like Poochie.
Right.
They're just gone.
I have to go now.
Man.
Do you want to? Let's do Friends Forever with Zack
the
Attack.
classic.
Because did we ever have a chance as the ballad? And I don't want to give people the wrong idea.
Now,
did we?
I feel like Friends Forever was part of the graduation thing, right?
The first graduation.
Yeah. Because, like, they were worried about, you know, whether
or not they would indeed be friends forever.
So they wrote a song about
So they wrote a song about friends forever. Kind of like Vitamin C.
Stop.
When Vitamin C was thinking about graduation, and so she wrote a song called Graduation.
Every week.
Right. I like Vitamin C.
No.
Here's Casey Kasem bringing you Friends Forever by the Zack Attack, because somebody at Saved by the Bell was like, you know what's the coolest cameo anyone could ever have? Casey Kasem. Let's put him in all the episodes. Here you go.
Yeah.
When we were so young.
They did a whole video.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I know every lyric to this song. I just realized I knew. Here it comes. I love when Zach hits that. We'll be friends forever. It couldn't sound less like Mark Paul Gosselaar.
See, they're playing their instruments.
They're not even singing the song. That's not their voice. Like, on what planet is that Kelly Kapowski?
I've never heard her sing, so maybe it is her.
Listen, it doesn't sound like
it's Mark Paul Gosselaar. He sang all the time on NYPD Blue.
Want to know a memory that just came back to me that I thought was hilarious at the time? When I was in 5th grade, they told us, they said for the yearbook, we're going to put poetry in. And each class, you can fade this out, each class is going to have one poem, right? And so everybody in the class has to write a poem, and the best one gets it, right? And then this girl in our class read her poem.
Okay.
And the teacher was like, oh my God, that was brilliant.
I know where this is going.
That was brilliant. Did you write that yourself? And the girl was like, yes, I did. And all of us in the class were looking at each other going, what the fuck? Those are the lyrics to the Bayside song that they did on the graduation episode. Those are clearly just the lyrics to the Saved by the Bell song. What is she doing? And then they published it in the yearbook.
Love that.
It's so, and none of us said a word because we were all like, oh my God.
That's really fun.
Did she just bring in the lyrics to the Saved by the Bell song?
They're like, this is beautiful.
Yeah. It seems like only yesterday we started. And I was
when
like,
you're just reading it,
I was like,
oh wow, this is profound.
And like halfway through is when you start going, wait a minute.
like when Billy Joe Armstrong did the
oh yeah, and the Boogie Nights speech. And at first you're like, what is he talking? And then you're like, oh my.
I didn't get it at first. When you played it for me, I didn't get it.
And then you go, oh my God.
We have somebody on the line already.
Let's go to Benny in Wisconsin. What's up, Benny?
Salutations, boys, and Danielle.
Very
so,
nice.
how about the one hit or multiple hits from the singer-songwriter and occasional actor Patrick Swayze with "She's Like the Wind"?
I'm telling you, dude, "She's Like the Wind" is an incredible song, and I don't think I knew it was Patrick Swayze the first time I heard it.
I don't know if I know this song.
Oh my God!
I know "Footloose." Did he sing Footloose?
I don't think he sang
That's not Footloose.
Footloose, and it's not from Footloose. He's not even in
Dirty
Footloose.
Dancing.
Oh, right.
That's Kevin Bacon.
Oh my god.
He has nothing to do with Footloose. Why would he sing Footloose?
Footloose and Dirty Dancing are interchangeable.
No, because Footloose, it's just a guy who wants to dance in a town where it's made dance illegal.
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing is they want to dry hump on the dance floor. That's different.
Yeah, but now he's got to cut loose.
No, that's Footloose. Dirty Dancing is like Patrick Swayze is like a worker.
In Dirty Dancing, they kick off their Sunday shoes.
That's Footloose. In Dirty Dancing, they dry hump, and Patrick Swayze works at the place where all the rich people are, and he fornicates with the rich daughter after dry humping her on the dance floor.
Are there abortions in both films?
I think both films have at least abortion-related themes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen,
I don't even know if I've heard this.
Listen to it.
But
What's your name?
You never heard this song?
No.
She's like the wind through my trees.
It's a great song. It's been sampled too in hip hop.
I've never heard this.
Yep.
Unless there's some chorus that is going to click in my head.
I hope there is. I hope it clicks.
Is there a chorus?
Oh yeah. Okay. It's a standard verse chorus song. Yes.
She's taking my heart. She doesn't know what she's done.
Here it comes.
Feel her breath in my face.
Yeah, of course. It's great, right?
This hits you in the feels.
Yeah, this is a good song.
I ain't gonna shit on this one.
This is just the bridge, by the way. This is not the chorus. Here comes the chorus.
Okay.
She's out of my league.
Ready? Oh!
Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs.
And it's thematic to the movie.
She's like the wind.
Huh?
What movie?
Footloose.
That's
All right. It's got that 80s romantic saxophone in
Yeah, it does.
that the Lost Boys took full advantage of.
Kenny G was like, I can do that better.
Right. All right, you can fade it down.
No, I don't think I've ever heard that. I'm more of a Footloose guy.
Yeah. I mean, listen. We could do this all day. We got to take a break, apparently. I don't know. I guess commercials, but like we're hanging, dude. You know what I mean? Like we'll get there, bro. Like relax. All right, we'll take a break. We'll do commercials. We'll interview a person. It'll all be great. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
Okay, I'll take the ladder. Which is the ladder?
The second one.
Second one.
Did you just tell him which the ladder is?
Yeah.
When someone says it, I just always agree. Someone goes, I choose the ladder, and then I just wait and watch what happens next. I go, oh, it was that one.
I've done that.
I'll choose the ladder. Mm-hmm. Now what?
The Bonfire. Weeknights at 5 p.m. Eastern on Faction Talk or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
You're driving. They're honking. You're driving. They're screaming. You're driving. Change your mood. With SiriusXM Comedy, they're honking. You're laughing. From the newest Netflix specials to the kings of Southern comedy, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy. From uncensored Kevin Hart to clean comedy to quiet them kids, SiriusXM Comedy has it all. Channel 93 to 99 on your SiriusXM radio and on the SiriusXM app.
Imagine feeling younger, sharper, full of energy. At Bespoke Biologics, we're using stem cells to fight the aging process. And patients like Dr. Belinda Torres from Ohio are loving the results.
The energy I feel, I'm just hopping out of bed and I'm waking up earlier, and not just waking up earlier, but waking up refreshed and ready to go for the day.
The medical team at Bespoke Biologics uses a proprietary line of stem cells to treat a variety of health conditions, from heart disease to Alzheimer's. But they're also treating people who just want to look and feel younger.
I'm able to focus more, able to read longer, and really not have to reread things. I'm falling asleep earlier, which I've never even done with all the sleeping aids I've tried. nationwide.
Schedule your introductory telemedicine consultation now and ask about financing options.
I highly recommend everyone to go through this wonderful experience at Bespoke Biologics.
Call 888-326-STEM. That's 888-326-STEM. 888-326-STEM. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA.
Affected by the government shutdown? Worried about funding? Delta Capital Group can fund your business today. Get fast working capital to cover payroll, equipment, or expenses, often approved in as little as 30 minutes. We're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and trusted by businesses nationwide. Call 855-444-CASH. That's 855-444-CASH or apply now at deltacap.com.
Is it just me, or has watching TV gotten way more complicated than it used to be? There are like a million different services, lots of stuff you want to watch, but can never find. And don't even get me started on the bills. Well, thankfully, there's Philo, a better way to TV. For as low as $33 a month, I get the channels I love. MTV, BET, Food Network, you name it. Plus, everything that AMC Plus has to offer. And guess what? They've added access to HBO Max Basic with ads plan and Discovery Plus, so I can enjoy all the best TV with one subscription. The best part? There are no contracts, no surprise fees, just one low price. And their DVR is awesome too. I can save everything I love on Philo for up to a year and skip the ads when I rewatch them. A total game changer. I signed up directly at philo.tv, that's philo.tv, so I could lock in the best price around. Philo's the easiest decision I've ever made. Now, the hard one is trying to decide what to binge next.
Do you suffer from plantar fasciitis, back, knee, or hip pain? I'm Stu Sakowitz, owner and inventor of Pine Valley Orthotics. We hand make them in New Jersey, and thousands of golfers from all over the country have called to tell me how amazing they feel. $99, and if I can't make your pain go away, I will happily refund your money. Call me at 866-443-7463. I even answer my own phone. Or go to PineValleyOrthotics.com. Your feet will thank you as much as I do.
Man, these other jewelers hate Steven Singer, but we all know the reason why, and that reason is the same reason why we love him. Steven Singer has the best real, natural diamond stud earrings in America. Everybody knows gold and diamond prices are crazy right now. They are sky high, but Steven Singer, he's locked his diamond studs at the old prices. Yes, Steven has diamond studs available from a 1/4 carat all the way to 10 carats in total weight. I mean, it's amazing the selection that he's got. And they're all at the same perfect price as last year. Same incredible value. There's no better time to get a pair of diamond studs from Steven Singer Jewelers. This can't last forever, but for now, it's amazing. Each pair is eye flawless and near colorless. Beautiful stuff. They come with his safety silicone back, so you never have to worry about losing them, and with his unbeatable full value lifetime trade-in. You know that your diamonds are always going to be worth what you pay. All backed by the best guarantee in the jewelry business, a full 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee, plus fast and free shipping. Experience the difference at Steven Singer Jewelers. Online at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Hey everyone, it's me, Megan Kelly. I've got some exciting news. I now have my very own channel on SiriusXM. It's called the Megan Kelly Channel, and it is where you will hear the truth, unfiltered, with no agenda and no apologies. Along with the Megan Kelly Show, you're going to hear from people like Mark Halperin, Link Lauren, Maureen Callahan, Emily Jashinsky, Jesse Kelly, Real Clear Politics, and many more. It's bold, no BS news, only on the Megan Kelly Channel, SiriusXM 111, and on the SiriusXM app.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be tough for a lot of people. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind people in your life that you're there. Just as it can take a little courage to send that message or grab coffee with someone you haven't seen in a while, reaching out for therapy can feel difficult as well, but it's worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners are going to get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Teft. That's BetterHelp.com/TEFT.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, and no, this isn't a timeshare cancellation ad. I'm here to help you break free from your overpriced mobile carrier with Red Pocket Mobile. Did you know the average American wireless bill is $140 a month? At Red Pocket, plans start at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data with absolutely no games and no price increases ever. But it gets even better. Red Pocket gives you your choice of all three major mobile networks for the very best 5G coverage anywhere you are. And you get to keep your phone and number. At Red Pocket Mobile, you don't have to settle. I don't see how anyone could say no to getting one low, locked-in price and 3 5G networks. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Switch and get one locked-in low price, 3 5G networks, and live customer care in 2 minutes. Go to redpocket.com. That's redpocket.com, redpocket.com.
Business owners, time is money. Don't wait weeks for bank approvals. At Delta Capital Group, you can get funding in as little as 30 minutes. Whether you're expanding, upgrading equipment, or covering payroll, we've got you covered. Rated A+ by the BBB, we're the name businesses trust nationwide. Call 855-444-CASH or apply right now at deltacap.com and keep your business moving forward.
5-star Google reviews are the best reviews any company can get. This drumbeat represents one. Many companies have some. And this is how many Search Kings has. Search Kings has over 1,500 5-star Google reviews. No wonder Google hand-selected Search Kings as a Google Premier Partner. You want to stand out where your customers are online? Switch to Search Kings.
The show regularly scheduled for this time. The show scheduled to air at this time is temporarily unavailable. We're working diligently to get back on schedule. Please stand by.
Amazing breakthrough show you'll listen to every day on the Sirius XM app.
The best of live sports talk are on Sirius XM. Weekday mornings, hear Dan Patrick at 9 on NBC Sports Radio, Channel 85.
Running backs are the best supporting actors. They can't win Best Actor.
At 1, it's the Stephen A. Smith Show on Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82.
Check me out for my passionate, unfiltered take on the world of sports.
And then at 3, it's the Mad Dog, Christopher Russo.
Anybody who asks knows I'm 100% right.
Hear from legends of the game, only on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
I love it. Just talk.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer. Yep, that's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. People ask, what does this mean, I hate Steven Singer? Well, most other jewelers love to sell diamond studs that are cheap. They have a name for it, frozen spit. I'm serious. That's what other jewelers call their own products, frozen spit. Can you imagine buying a cloudy diamond that's milky color? Oh my. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler. Steven Singer Jewelers, who backs up every diamond with a real lifetime full trade-in value. The best money-back guarantee in the business. Here's why. Other jewelers hate our beautiful Anita diamond studs because ours are 100% eye flawless and near colorless. Beautiful stuff. They come complete with our 14-karat safety silicone backs, so she never has to worry about losing them or outgrowing them, because our diamonds are such nice quality that we offer everyone a lifetime upgrade. You can trade in your Anita diamond studs and get exactly what you paid for them. I wish I could trade in my old iPhone and get what I paid. Visit me, the real Steven Singer, at the other corner of 8th and Walnut, or online at IHateStevenSinger.com. One place, one price.
Feel that chill in the air? Now's the perfect time to layer up. The outerwear shop is now open at Untuck It with sharp new jackets and vests made for this season and beyond. You'll find all the right layers to keep you warm and looking sharp, including cozy sweaters, sweatshirts, and more. But hurry, fall weather won't wait, and neither should you. So don't miss the outerwear shop, open now at untuckit.com in more than 80 stores worldwide. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn, untucked.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistant's assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
We are back with Sam Roberts Show.
Welcome back. Sam Roberts Show. Hope it's a good Wednesday. I'm very excited. Harold Schechter is with us in studio. He is most recently the author of a book called 50 States of Murder, an atlas of American crime. But Harold, you are the author of so many books in the true crime genre, but more specifically in the kind of serial killer subgenre of that space, and somebody who, I've been reading your books for probably 15 years or more at this point. And I was trying to think of when I first because you did this great thing where you chronicled, you did books, and it was like a series. You did Deranged and Deviant and Depraved, and it was all about different specific serial killers, but they were all serial killers that maybe weren't the ones that had been covered in media as much, that there weren't as many sort of film adaptations and documentaries and things like that, like not your Jeffrey Dahmers and Ted Bundys, but more kind of going back. And I want to say that the first time I came across your work, I think it was probably the Albert Fish book, and it was probably just something simple like, a reference to him in a movie. And I was like, who is this Albert Fish? And have they exaggerated him for whatever this reference in whatever this movie is? And then I read this book that you wrote about Albert Fish, and I go, what on earth is this person? And so not only did I become fascinated with just the levels of depravity that a human being could sink to that guy did, but also your style of writing about it, and the fact that I was able to finish any book from cover to cover made me go, let me see what else this guy's doing. And I started kind of reading a ton of what you wrote, including the Ed Gein book, including the H.H. Holmes book. But for you, how does one become an expert to your level on all things serial killer? Psychopath.
It's not a career path that I had ever foreseen for myself. My day job for 42 years was professor of American literature at Queens College, one of the senior branches of the City University of New York. I was hired there in 1975, which was, of course, the height of the New York City financial crisis. And my salary I think I was making $14,000 a year, which, back in 1975, you could live on.
Righteous bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was frozen for like 5 years because of the financial crisis. And I had, 2 young kids at the time. So I thought I would need to supplement my meager academic income by writing commercial books.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I had to write books to get tenure, to get promoted. But I started writing books pretty much about any subject that interested me. And I was working on a book about the history of movie special effects. This was before the CGI revolution.
Sure. So it's more like practical effects and things like that?
Yeah, practical effects and matte shots, things like that. And I came across the fact, unknown to me and unknown to most people at the time, that both Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which were my favorite horror movies, had both been inspired by the same actual case, that of Ed Gein,
right,
the Wisconsin ghoul.
Right.
So I pitched that to my editor. Anyway, I wrote that book.
But, I mean, so then do you go and how do you go, okay, because this would have been, like you said, mid to late 70s.
Well, this would have been, no, I started working on the Gein book. Gein book came out in 89.
Okay.
So I probably started writing it in 87. I'd written a bunch of books before that.
Okay, right. But when you realize this story is there, how do you go, okay, like what kind of research are you doing? How do you write a book about Ed Gein when you can't just, watch a bunch of documentaries or YouTube videos?
Yeah, well, a lot of deep research. When I first started writing true crime, I thought I was inventing a new literary genre, immodestly enough, because I thought of it as true horror.
Sure.
That I was writing about these figures from the past who almost seem like fairy tale or supernatural monsters come to life.
That's interesting, because that is, like I said, how I could get through your books.
Yeah.
That's part of it, because there is a sort of cinematic quality to the way you tell these true stories.
Very much so. When I was writing Deviant, which was my first true crime book, and plotting the structure, I thought of it very much in terms of movies, how I would edit it if it were a movie, what character I would cut to, when I would cut from the scene to generate more suspense. But in answer to your question, again, I have a PhD in American literature, so I love doing research, and I do a lot of very deep research into all my books. I've come to think of myself less as a true crime writer than a crime historian. So with the Gein book, I went out to Wisconsin, went to Plainfield, interviewed people who had been Gein's neighbors.
Wow.
Interviewed the judge who presided at his trial, interviewed psychiatrists who had treated him.
And were they all willing to, talk to you, or was that a struggle?
Well, the people in Plainfield at that time particularly, and I don't know to what degree it's changed, but they were still very, very sensitive about the whole Ed Gein story. And I was a little bit forewarned that I would not necessarily be welcome there.
Sure.
But what I did was, before I went out there, I got the Plainfield, Waushara County phone book and Yellow Pages. My favorite part of which, by the way, was, since I knew I'd be staying there, I looked up under restaurants, and it said "See Bowling Alley." But I called the local library, which was only open a couple of days a week, and I looked into connecting with this young librarian. The younger generation of Plainfieldians, if that's a word, was more interested in the whole Gein thing. Because they hadn't been so directly affected by it.
Sure.
So I kind of went under her auspices, and she introduced me to people, including Irene Hill, who was the woman that Gein was having dinner at her home on the night he was arrested. She was very close to him. I met a young man who had been a kid at the time of the Gein horrors and had been in Gein's house. So there were the direct first-hand interviews, which I put on tape, but then, a great deal of research into old newspapers, psychiatric reports, Gein's own confessions. When I write my books, I accumulate sometimes thousands of pages of documents of one kind or another. With the Albert Fish case, for example, I got the entire trial transcript, which was thousands of pages.
And you're going through all of it?
Yeah.
Whew.
I couldn't have written the book without it. I have an amusing story about that too. But anyway, so, my task as a writer is to transform that very dry material into hopefully a compelling page-turning narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So
when you're researching like that, how do you stop yourself from sitting at the dinner table with your family or your wife or whoever or your friends and going oh, I have a funny story, because you're going to sound like Patrick Bateman in that scene in American Psycho when he just has to bring up an Ed Gein fun fact. When you're surrounding yourself with that, because that's what you have to do to write it. Do you shut yourself off from the rest of society so you don't do that? Or do you just go, okay, I'm not at work, I have to struggle to not, don't bring this guy up at dinner. It's not polite conversation.
Well, my wife, Kimiko Hahn, the New York State Poet Laureate, tells people I'm a really fun dinner guest. And when we sit down, she usually says, if you have any questions about psychopathic sex murder, just ask my husband. So yeah, my kids grew up with it. I mean, my younger daughter, Laura, used to entertain guests by pretending to be Grace Budd being strangled by Albert Fish.
Jesus.
She's told me later her therapist didn't think that was a good thing. But,
right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I could see where somebody, but her therapist wasn't there.
So no, I mean it's been very open, and my kids grew up surrounded by all this stuff.
Do you, some people can't stomach this stuff because do you have to displace from it, meaning the humanity of it is what gets so difficult. The fact that it's a true story, it happened to true people, it happened to real people. I think that one of the fascinating things about these sort of worst of the worst serial killers and people like that are that most people cannot relate to doing things like that, but at the same time, because the victims are real people, you go I can't fathom being the victim of that either. When you're researching it, when you're interviewing people, when you're kind of in that world, do you take it in like a sort of displaced cinematic experience so that you don't have that sensation of this is too dark?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Well, certainly with the Albert Fish book.
Yeah.
That was the toughest book for me to write. I don't know if your listeners are familiar with Fish.
Go ahead.
But most people consider him the most heinous serial murderer in the annals of American crime. He was a cannibal pedophile who went around the country horribly torturing young children. Even now, no one knows exactly how many victims he tortured and murdered, but it might have run into the hundreds. So that book was difficult for me to write, partly because in order for me to write these books, I have to go to some dark places inside my own psyche.
Right.
To be able to try to somehow comprehend the motivations and so on of these people, of these monsters.
Yeah.
But I also tell people I'm not inured to all the horrors I write about by any means. In the new book you mentioned, 50 States of Murder, there was one case in particular about a young woman who was abducted and forced to write her last will and testament, which her kidnapper and ultimate murderer sent to her family. And that was very hard for me to write.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I sometimes compare it to what apparently is the experience of, let's say, a first-year medical student who, when they dissect a cadaver for the first time, run out of the room, vomiting.
Yeah.
And then after a while, they're like eating lunch while they're doing it.
Right.
So you kind of become acclimated to it.
Sure.
You know what I've always been, going back to my graduate school days, very interested in aberrant psychology. And you do learn about the outer limits of what human beings are capable of when you immerse yourself in this kind of material. So,
when you meet fans of your work, do you ever have experiences where it's like, oh, you're getting the wrong thing out of this? You know what I mean? Like kind of that, oh, so this guy seems so cool, or whatever it is that you're writing about. Like, do you ever get that interaction with somebody who likes what you've written and going like, no, that's...
Yeah.
You get the wrong thing out of this.
Yeah, not so much.
That's probably good.
Yeah. I mean, I do have fans that I've heard from who have been in prison and so on and so forth.
Sure.
But so far, I haven't run into any reader of mine who has said, oh man, I want to grow up to be just like Albert Fish.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's actually reassuring for the sake of all humanity.
Well, one thing I often have to confront and I'm asked about is why people are so fascinated by true crime.
Of course.
Why people are so fascinated by these horrific murderers. One thing I'm always stressing is, even though we are now in the midst of a true crime fad, true crime as a genre has always existed. Mm-hmm. In print, it can be traced back to the invention of the printing press. I was asked this year to be the true crime consultant for the Guinness Book of World Records.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. And, I would always tell my kids, I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records. And they say, why? Well, best dad ever. But one of the entries was the earliest true crime book in English, and it goes back to Shakespeare's time. So people have always been riveted and fascinated and titillated, and you'd almost even have to say entertained, by these horrific stories. So, it's an important question to think of why. What exactly is it in us that is attracted to these kinds of gruesome tales? My own feeling is that we're a very, very violent species.
Uh-huh.
We're an innately violent species. I believe what some primatologists believe, that, we share more DNA with chimpanzees than chimpanzees share with gorillas.
Uh-huh.
And chimpanzees are insanely violent creatures.
They rip off testicles.
Well, they disembowel.
That's right.
They commit atrocities that are like those of Albert Fish.
Right.
So there's something primordially violent that our civilized selves have had to repress, but it's still in there. The philosopher William James called it the carnivore within.
Uh-huh.
And it needs to be thrown some meat every now and then. And watching these shows provides that function.
What about for you, though? Because clearly, once you started writing the Ed Gein book, you were off to the races. And it couldn't just be because commercially this has been successful. Like, you don't dedicate as much time as you dedicate to these books if you're not enthralled by what you're studying.
Yeah, totally.
So, like, what do you think it is for you that goes like, no, I want to find out everything about what this person did, about how it went down, about what the reaction to it was? Like, what do you think it is that gets you so interested in it?
Okay, I'm going to give you the phone number of my psychiatrist. Well, first of all, I've always been interested in why we need stories about monsters.
Yeah.
Which we do from a very early age. And kids, my granddaughter is fascinated by zombies and so on and so forth, loves monsters. as you grow up, you no longer believe really in the existence of mountain trolls and whatever, but we still need stories about monsters, and serial killers in our time have fulfilled that function for grown-ups. So I grew up at a time, I'm a baby boomer. I grew up in the 1950s when the culture was pervaded by monsters. All the Universal horror monster movies were first being shown on TV, and there were magazines like Famous Monsters of Filmland, and I would go every matinee to see horror movies and monster movies. So I've always been attracted to monsters. I think, again, it's a complicated question. I think for me, like for most people who love stories like this, although they're not necessarily willing to acknowledge it. You know, when you ask most people, you know, why they love watching these things, they'll say, oh, I want to learn the psychology of serial killers, you know, so I'll make sure I'm not dating Ted Bundy, you know, whatever. You know, the psychiatrist Carl Jung talks about the shadow side, which is an aspect of our unconscious minds in which everything taboo and forbidden and abhorrent exists. It's part of who and what we are. And true crime appeals to that. You know, we get to live out vicariously some of our most violent, sadistic impulses.
Like almost acknowledging that side exists without acting on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Plato said, the virtuous man dreams what the wicked man does. So those fantasies, although we're not necessarily aware of them, exist. The other thing is, I think telling stories about these monsters gives you a sense of control over it. You know, it allays some kind of fears, both about things that are threatening inside and things that are threatening in the world. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. When you do put the amount of work in, by the way, you can see it. If you just look up like Harold Schechter on Amazon, you'll see, you know, all the books and all the work that you've done. And the fact that I think it's really kind of amazing that, like you just said, that Ed Gein book that you wrote in 1987.
Yeah.
I probably found it, I don't know, sometime in the 2000s, if not the 2010s. It was the 2000s, I'm sure. But that it's still like it has this. You just handed me the new version of it just now. But the fact that these stories like maintain interest amongst people, so that you can write something like that in 1987.
Yeah.
And today it's still just as relevant. You can go and buy the book today and get the same thing you would have gotten out of it as you would have in 88, 89, 2000, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do you? When you put that amount of work into a story about whether it's Ed Gein, whether it's Albert Fish, whether it's H.H. Holmes, do you start to feel some kind of ownership over that story? Not necessarily over, like, thinking that it's your story, but the telling of it. Like when somebody else, because people love to tell these stories, whether it's in a movie, whether it's in a television series, whether it's in somebody else writing a book about the same subject.
Right.
Like, do you, because you put all that into it, feel an ownership over it?
To some extent. Excuse me. I mean, obviously, a lot of the material that I use in writing my books is available to anyone. It's in the public domain. Anyone could research the legal records or psychiatric reports. But yeah, the way, excuse me, the way in which I transform it into a story, I do feel a certain proprietary interest in.
Yeah.
Because with the Gein story, I feel, again, immodestly enough, that I'm the one who really brought the story to public awareness. Again, people knew about Gein beforehand, but it was sort of a fringe, hardcore horror element that was aware that he had been the inspiration for Norman Bates and Leatherface. But I do feel the way in which that no one can tell the Gein story as a story without relying on my book.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, too, and part of that is because, like, Ed Gein, has become such a figure that like the legend is so much bigger than the story. Meaning, like if you take this character, the first thing you find out about this human is that he inspired Leatherface and Norman Bates and Buffalo Bill, or and you go that. As far as horror villains go, you couldn't think of 3 more different villains. So now you start to fill in all those gaps, and you hear, he also did this. He had a shoebox of that. And like this ridiculous legend comes forward that kind of has to be brought back down to earth to be like, well, this is what the actual story of Ed Gein was. And I thought it was interesting when they announced that they were doing the monster season on Ed Gein, because it was like, okay, Jeffrey Dahmer's a little bit more contemporary. Menendez brothers, not only more contemporary, but also, I mean, they're contemporary enough that was a pop culture phenomenon, that whole case. Yeah. But Ed Gein, only really is a pop culture phenomenon in this in who he's influenced in popular film. Yeah. Not, he wasn't. So I was interested when it came out. And unfortunately, I had read your book because as soon as that show came out, I was like, this is not, this isn't it. And the people in this room could back me up, when the trailer came out, I was like, no, dude. Yeah. Like, there's no way. Here's when for me, when I said, and I love Charlie Hunnam as an actor. I think he's great. Yeah. I actually think he acted great in this show. Great performance. Love Sons of Anarchy. I love Charlie Hunnam. And I like a lot of Ryan Murphy stuff, too. But when I see like Ed Gein's naked in half the trailer, and he's got this like amazing physique, I go, "Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? This isn't the case." When you find out they're doing this show, and obviously if it's a Ryan Murphy show, it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be everybody's going to watch this show. What's the first thought that goes into your head?
Well, the first thought that went through my head was, they're going to rip me off, and nobody has optioned my book. Right. So for a very long time, I was thinking, I'm going to have to. In fact, I did have a lawyer. We were prepared to sue Netflix and so on for intellectual property infringement.
Sure.
As soon as I watched the first episode, I called my lawyer and said, we don't have a case. Because, I mean, on the one hand, as you say, Gein is a legendary, I would say a mythic figure.
Sure, that works, yeah.
And throughout our history, there have been these mythic bad guys, like Jesse James or Billy the Kid, who really were psycho killers. And there have been many, 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 many movies made about them.
It's really funny that you describe Billy the Kid as a psycho killer, because the first adaptation of Billy the Kid I think of is Billy the Kid in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and he's like a really charming dude.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they've all these movies have been made which totally, take the broadest historical thing, like somebody shot Jesse James in the back while he was hanging a picture. But they just completely reinvent the stories. Again, they make them into American heroes. So there's a sense in which, when I saw Monster, it reminded me of these old Hollywood biopics. The story of Louis Pasteur, the story of Cole Porter, the story of Thomas Edison, which again, just take the broadest outlines of the person's life and then make up shit, for 2 hours that they think is going to entertain the audience. Because if you stick to the actual facts of the Gein story, there's not that much really dramatic that takes place.
No, it's more like grotesque and like, I can't believe this is...
Well, but it's just 90% of it is just made up.
Right.
Beginning with the fact that Ed Gein was not a serial killer. The notion that he inspired all these serial killers, who I'm sure had no idea, never heard of them, is ridiculous. I mean, Gein, the term serial killer, which I've traced back to the 1930s, actually, but it was specifically meant to describe a kind of sadistic, psychopathic sex killer. For example, when I was writing my book on Albert Fish, whose crimes took place in the he was arrested in the 1930s. In the newspapers, he's described as a mass murderer. And in the 70s and 80s, the FBI Behavioral Science Unit realized that there's a big difference between the psychology of what we now call a mass murderer, the human time bomb who just explodes and takes out a whole bunch of people and usually kills himself, and a serial killer like Ted Bundy. The term was created to describe John Wayne Gacy and Edmund Kemper and Ted Bundy and the Hillside Stranglers and the Night Stalker. These were all extreme, sadistic, psychopathic sex killers who derived their most ecstatic pleasure from abducting and torturing and then murdering victims. And that was not Gein. Gein did kill 2 women, but he executed them very swiftly. And he basically killed them, I think there were complicated reasons, but one reason is he'd run out of bodies in the graveyard and he needed a couple of corpses.
I mean, we've all been there.
So that's that just, in a way.
Now, I read somewhere that there were other unknown sort of missing people, deaths that were attributed to him later that some would say that he probably did.
No.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not. When he was arrested, when they found all the body parts in his farmhouse, the immediate assumption was that they were the remains of murder victims.
Right.
So, as often happens when a serial killer is caught, police from all over the place descended on Plainfield, hoping to solve these cold cases of murdered or disappearing people.
Sure.
And pin it on Gein.
Sure, so they can put a bow on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, that wasn't Gein's M.O. Gein was essentially a grave robber who was trying to reconstitute the body of his mother.
Right.
By, digging up the bodies of middle-aged or elderly women, all of whom he would have been familiar with.
Because of a small town?
Because it's a small town.
Yeah.
He would read the obituaries, and when one of these women was going to be buried, he would go to the graveyard that night before the soil had settled, dig up the corpse, remove the body or whatever parts of the body he was interested in, bring them back to his farmhouse, and fashion these various artifacts.
So he would sometimes not take the full body?
Yes.
He would just, bring a hacksaw or something there, or was it?
Yeah. I don't know if he used a hacksaw or a very sharp knife. But
what a wild thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, what a
crazy guy.
What a wildcat.
Yeah.
But he did, he was fashioning furniture, soup bowls, and lampshades, and all of that is accurate.
Yeah. I always say that, Gein technically was a necrophile.
Right.
And the term necrophile was originally coined to describe a French soldier, Sergeant Bertrand, in the 1800s, who would visit cemeteries around Paris at night, dig up corpses until he found one of a recently buried attractive young woman, and then have sex with a corpse. So I always say Gein was a very specifically American kind of necrophile. He wasn't interested in having sex with the corpses. He was using them for his own do-it-yourself home improvement projects.
Right. Which is an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah.
Almost like, well, I guess that's better, right? Wow. So, the vast majority of what you see on the show really has nothing to do with anything that's actually with his story whatsoever.
No, nothing.
Was he obsessed? Was he Nazi obsessed?
Say again?
Was he Nazi obsessed? That was a big part of the show, like the World War II stuff, the Nazi stuff. None of that.
Well, he did read all of these true men's magazines that were popular at the time in the 1950s. And many of them did have stories. I have a few with hot-looking Nazi babes.
Right.
You know, whipping prisoners and so on.
Ilsa.
And I... There's no evidence that Gein even knew who Ilsa Koch was. My model, when I was writing Deviant, I don't do this anymore, but when I was writing Deviant, my model was Truman Capote's In Cold Blood. And when Capote wrote that, he described it as a non-fiction novel, by which he meant he was taking the freedom to employ novelistic techniques in telling a true story. And as scholars have since discovered, there's a fair amount in Cold Blood that Capote made up, including the whole last scene.
Wow.
When I was writing Deviant, I felt I was writing in that mode. In other words, allowing myself to take certain creative liberties based on true facts. I often tell people my motto was the last line of the first chapter of Ken Kesey's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where the narrator, the big chief, says, "It's the truth even if it didn't happen." So I knew Gein read all these magazines and was interested in, there's a lot about Nazi atrocities coming out in the 50s, but I made up that he was fascinated with Ilsa Koch. I just used her because she would have been in those magazines.
The idea of it was...
Yeah. So all the stuff in Monster about Ilsa Koch, it's, again, bullshit. Adeline Watkins, this hot young woman who's his associate and who he has an affair with. I mean, the real Adeline Watkins, again, I don't want to be cruel, but
we've seen photos.
Yeah. And, they had nothing, they knew each other, but.
Right. Did she lie then? Was she the one that lied, said that they had a relationship, but then afterwards was like, no, I made that up.
She was a bit of a publicity hound.
Right.
When the media descended on Plainfield, she liked to have her picture.
Sure.
I don't know why, in the newspaper. So, all this stuff that he helped solve.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, right? Okay, so when you're getting to the end, right?
Yeah.
And they go, and then he helped find Ted Bundy. You, as a historian of this guy, I mean, I can't, and I believe that you probably couldn't either overstate how not even remotely somewhat true that could have possibly, but they were not going to a schizophrenic man who was deeply, deeply disturbed to get to the bottom of...
Well, all that stuff, his, that Richard Speck was an admirer.
That's not true.
No. I'm sure Speck never heard of it.
Right.
And again, Ed Gein was not a serial killer.
Right.
So...
But so when he said, when you watch that scene, he's like, and he helped solve the Ted Bundy thing.
Yeah.
Are you going like, well,
by the time I got to that scene, I realized that I was watching, this make-believe.
Right.
Complete make-believe.
Right.
So, I went from being aggravated that there were, again, I didn't potentially ripping off my book, to being aggravated that they didn't rip off my book.
They didn't rip it off nearly enough.
Yeah, exactly.
They could have at least ripped it off a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, and now I feel like when because people will, that's the part that bothers me. I don't care if you make stuff up in a show. It's a show, right? But like the stuff that always irks me is that people will watch a show like that and go like, well, now I know.
Exactly.
And then they'll have a conversation and you'll go, well, no, that's not, I mean, that happened in the show. If you want to, we can talk about the show, but that's not the same as talking about it. So now you have to be the Debbie Downer of conversations That when they're like, yeah, and I can't believe the connection to Ted Bundy, and you're like, there was no connection.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you have to watch the hope kind of fade from their eyes when they realize they've been had.
Yeah. Well, that's again, if anybody's entitled to do anything they want with the Ed Gein story,
sure,
that's the nature of a myth,
right?
But the fact that it is at least implicitly being offered as the true story of Ed Gein is what's most disturbing to me.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there as somebody who's read the book and like very well aware and big horror fan and everything, and going like, oh, this is kind of cool because it is being advertised as the story that so loosely inspired all these movies. Now here's the story. I go, that's
right.
That's great. That's a lot. That's cool. And then to go, this is just another one of these very loosely based, hyper sexualized, and also like, I don't know. I'm interested how you feel about this because I feel like they went out of their way to kind of empathize, humanize, and kind of leave the audience going like, oh, poor Eddie.
Well,
which for me, like I've never in my life felt like, who got a raw deal, that poor Ed Gein. Like it's never been something that crossed my mind. When you see stuff like that happen where it's like, no, we don't need to, we can explain what happened to people, but there's no need to humanize the monster. The thing that we have to remember is that there are monsters, a bad person. You don't want to.
Well, the thing is, I think it is possible to feel a degree of sympathy for Ed where it's not for like Albert Fish or John Wayne Gacy.
100%. There is a difference.
Ed was not a sadistic murderer. And there are all these factors. I mean, the sheer loneliness and isolation. Again, it's not condoning grave robbing.
No.
But
and going, you would, for the record.
But he wasn't evil. He wasn't purely evil.
Purely evil.
The
you think there was some evil? I mean, a shoebox full of labias is not the nicest. It's not a nice thing.
But
it's something you want around your house.
But it's not evil. I mean, he took them from corpses.
Right.
So
it's like if you have a fur coat, but it came from animals that were already dead.
Yeah.
The animals didn't get tortured.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I see. Yeah.
No, there's a big difference between, again, the kinds of hideous tortures, unspeakable tortures, people like Gacy or Bundy subjected their living victims to.
Yes.
Before they finally put them to death. And Gein digging up a corpse and, again, turning it into a lampshade or whatever.
Are you surprised that Hollywood has not figured out how to turn the Albert Fish story into like a kind of mainstream series or movie, or is that one of those things that's not surprising because it is so truly horrific that there's no sort of...
Yeah, I can't imagine any way that the Albert Fish story can be told that would make it suitable for any kind of audience.
Unless it's in your book.
Yeah, exactly.
When you first saw that X-ray, because like one of the things that he did to himself was he would put like pins in his taint, shove them up there.
Yeah.
But he would get them up there so far, like they would get lost.
Yeah.
And at first you think, again, you're reading this, right? And you go, well, this is legend, this is myth. Like we're making this guy who's evil even more evil. And then they have an X-ray, and it's in the book, an X-ray of his pelvis.
Yeah.
And you just see dozens of pins, like sewing needles and pins.
Yeah.
They're just floating around in his pelvis area, and some of them you're like, I don't even know how they got up that far.
Actually, so I was doing research with, I've done an Ed Gein graphic novel called Did You Hear What Eddie Gein Done?
Yes.
With a famous and wonderful comic book artist, Eric Powell. And he and I did another one recently about a psychiatrist, Frederick Wortham, who is actually Albert Fish's, the psychiatrist who was brought in to examine Albert Fish.
Oh.
And Wortham's archives are in the Library of Congress. And Eric and I went there when we were researching the new graphic novel, and we found the actual X-ray We found
Wow.
Albert Fish's actual. There are 27 needles of various sizes, as you say, floating around his bladder region. Anyway, it turns out the X-ray goes from here all the way down to his upper thighs.
The
It's
actual.
not just the actual X-ray.
Wow.
And I wish I probably have it somewhere on my phone, but I held it up.
You maniac.
Eric took a picture of it.
You held it up over your chest, so
Yeah.
it was like where it would be on your body.
Yeah.
And it's real size.
Perfect
It's life
fit.
size.
So, yeah, I'll show it to you later.
I mean, that is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
What do you think? You've also done this book, Murderabilia, right?
Yeah.
And are you a collector of like killer stuff?
No. I mean, I have, for one reason or another, come into possession of certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have Son of Sam's hymnal.
Really?
Yeah, inscribed by David Berkowitz.
Wow.
People sometimes give me these things.
Right.
But I'm not a serious collector. I know some very serious collectors. In fact, one of the things in that book is Augusta Gein's Crucifix.
Murderabilia, by the way, is the name of this Harold Schechter book. Prolific writer, Harold Schechter.
Thank you. Augusta Gein's actual Crucifix, which a friend of mine who's a very serious...
That's Ed's mom.
Say again?
Augusta Gein, Ed's mom. Yeah.
I have a friend who's a very serious collector of Ed Gein Murderabilia, and he got hold of the crucifix along with a letter and the envelope. Gein had sent it to a guy who had become a pen pal, and they'd had this very close correspondence.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What do you think of? What do you make of that? These sort of people who really do spend their lives kind of. This is their passion. This is their hobby. They have these collections. They have like some insane stuff. Even people who just have like a John Wayne Gacy painting, all the way up to people who have Ed Gein's mom's crucifix. Like, do you think that there are people who maybe get too close to this, spend too much time thinking about it, or do you think that that's just part of how people's brains work and there's nothing inherently wrong with it?
Well, again, there's nothing new about collecting mementos connected to sensational crimes. Back in the old days, one of the perks of being a hangman, I'm talking about the 1800s into the 1900s, is the executioner got to keep the rope, and he would cut it into 1-inch pieces and sell it to people as souvenirs.
Which, by the way, is not only telling that the executioner would do that, but what's really telling is that they would have to be 1-inch pieces because that's how much demand there was.
Right, exactly.
Right? That's how many people wanted to have a piece of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
So people have always collected that
You put it on a
stuff.
trading card.
I mean, every time, I've written about sensational crimes which have taken place in certain houses and barns and so on and so forth. Mobs of people would surround these things and literally rip apart the houses so that they could have a piece of the horror house or the murder house. So there's nothing new about it. But yeah, I'm sure there are some people who take it to a disturbing limit.
I think I've never gotten dirtier looks than my wife and I were. I mean, we were in Long Island for some reason, and we were early, and we realized we were right by the DeFeo house. We were right by the like. I put it into the GPS or whatever, and it was like 5 minutes away. So I was like, "Oh, we got to go." And it looks completely different, but you can still see the shape of the window, the shape of the roof, and everything. You can still see you're there, right? But so we put but it's also sideways, so you don't notice it right away as you're driving down the road.
Yeah.
So we're driving down the road, and I'm driving slowly and looking around for it. And I swear, everybody in that neighborhood that we drove by was just like, we know what you're doing, and we're so sick of this. We're so tired of you guys coming here.
I'm sure.
But you have to
Well, I wrote a book about a book called Hell's Princess, about a female serial killer named Belle Gunness back in around 1890s. She lived in LaPorte, Indiana. Her MO was Well, she murdered a couple of husbands, got their insurance money.
Nice.
Bought a big farm out in Indiana. She was Norwegian, and she would put ads in Scandinavian language newspapers luring lonely Norwegian bachelors to her farm with the promise of marrying them. And, then they would share on the farm. And then as soon as they got there, she would kill them, chop up their bodies, bury them in her yard. She killed dozens of lonely Norwegian bachelors.
Oh.
Anyway, when her crimes were finally discovered, I think 20,000 people descended on her farm the first Sunday after the discovery. There were people selling ice cream and it was a carnival.
Wow, and this was like late 1800s, you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
There were photographers who made postcards, and not just postcards of the decomposed, I actually have some, decomposed remains of the victims. The sites of notorious murders have always attracted enormous crowds. It's one of the reasons that the Plainfield people burned down Ed Gein's farmhouse.
That's why they got rid of the Dahmer building,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So your wife shouldn't be too hard on you. That kind of attraction is very natural
and has happened forever, I guess.
Oh, totally.
Wow. Well, man, I'm so glad you came in. Harold Schechter, the newest book that you've put out is 50 States of Murder, an atlas of American crime, which I do love, especially because, like, you start going through and you just realize it's, like, you find these stories and these people and crimes everywhere. But like I said, you've just got your whole library of work that you've done over the years is fantastic. And if you got an interest in true serial killer stories, I couldn't recommend your stuff more. And I'm glad you came in and shared some stories with us.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. It was great.
Of course.
Thanks for inviting me on.
Anytime, man.
Yep.
We're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
There's more Sam Roberts Show after this.
College basketball is back on Sirius XM.
2 seconds, 1 second. Gone! At the buzzer!
Hear the top men's and women's matchups.
Crossover and a pull-up. Knocks it down and pumps her fist.
Your Sirius XM subscription gets you access to over 250 broadcasts this week alone.
Lobs it right hand alley-oop!
Find your school's channel at SiriusXM.com/sports or search for your school on the Sirius XM app.
Put it up and in!
Chuck McDowell, here to save you money with Red Pocket Mobile. At Red Pocket, you get wireless service starting at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data forever. Plus, Red Pocket gives you all 3 major 5G networks to choose from for the best coverage you've ever had. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier. I see Red Pocket Mobile. Red Pocket Mobile. Oh, Red Pocket Mobile.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be tough for a lot of people. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind people in your life that you're there. Just as it can take a little courage to send that message or grab coffee with someone you haven't seen in a while, reaching out for therapy can feel difficult as well, but it's worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners are going to get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Teft. That's betterhelp.com/TEFFT.
Hi, I'm Joe Perillo with JoePerillo.com. We know many of you are searching for just that right pre-owned luxury vehicle. That's why I want to tell you about JoePerillo.com. At JoePerillo.com, you could browse our huge selection of luxury pre-owned vehicles. JoePerillo.com is based in Chicago, but we ship cars from all over the country. And while most of you know about our huge selection of luxury pre-owned vehicles, I'd also like to tell you about Perillo Collision. The Perillo Collision staff are trained and insured to repair Bentleys, Rolls-Royce, Lamborghinis, or any other high-end luxury vehicles. We service accidents from all over the country. Maintain your luxury vehicle's warranty with our professional team. Visit JoePerillo.com. That's JoePerillo.com. That's JoePerillo, and click on Perillo Collision, or call us at 312-BMW-1111. That's 312-BMW-1111. 312-BMW-1111. That's JoePerillo.com.
Golfers over 50 need to hear this. You have a problem no one is talking about. Longevity. Are you losing distance, dealing with pain or discomfort, or losing mobility? Maybe you can't play 2 days in a row, or are worried about surviving a golf trip with your buddies. Par for Success has helped over 15,000 golfers just like you. With science-backed one-on-one online golf fitness coaching that fits your schedule. Tell Father Time to come back later. Take the free 5-minute assessment to get your answers at parforsuccess.com. That's par4success.com.
The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
I always say the lady who ran the Broad Ripple, what was that comedy club called out there?
Broad Ripple?
No, yeah, it's Indianapolis. I forget the name of it.
Ripple?
You tour, Bobby. You've never been to Crackers Comedy Club?
How do you not remember food? It's like if they named the club Pizza and Fries.
The Bonfire, weeknights at 5 p.m. Eastern on Faction Talk, or anytime on the SiriusXM app.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and by downloading the SiriusXM app, you can enjoy a gift bag full of holiday channels just waiting to be opened. Shake the tinsel right off the tree with Jolly Christmas. Let your children take control of the sleigh radio with Kids Christmas. Or relive timeless classics with holiday traditions. There are dozens of festive channels to choose from. Just download the SiriusXM app and search Holiday now.
The biggest game of the season, right here, right now.
Starts Saturday strong. It's Big Noon Saturday on Fox.
And here we go.
It all starts at 10 Eastern with Big Noon Kickoff, live with an epic pregame.
The crowd, the atmosphere, this is what makes it special.
Then, it's America's #1 game.
What a hit!
The best pregame, the best announcers, the biggest games.
Down the sideline, touchdown!
It's Big Noon Saturday, noon Eastern on Fox.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be tough for a lot of people. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind people in your life that you're there. Just as it can take a little courage to send that message or grab coffee with someone you haven't seen in a while, reaching out for therapy can feel difficult as well, but it's worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners are going to get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Teft. That's BetterHelp.com/TEFT.
Hi, I'm Joe Perillo with JoePerillo.com. We know many of you are searching for just that right pre-owned luxury vehicle. That's why I want to tell you about JoePerillo.com. At JoePerillo.com, you could browse our huge selection of curated luxury vehicles. JoePerillo.com is based in Chicago, but we ship cars all over the country. Check out JoePerillo.com. That's Joe Perillo, Perillo. Or dial 312-BMW-1111. That's 312-BMW 1111. 312-BMW 1111.
You know these other jewelers, they can't stand Steven Singer. You see it on the billboards, you see it on the bumper stickers, you hear it on the radio. I hate Steven Singer. That's all these other jewelers. They're screaming it. They're screaming it. These jewelers are screaming it because they know the gold is at the highest price in history. They know that all these prices keep going through the roof, but they also know that Steven's locked in his diamond studs at the old prices. They know that Steven Singer's diamond studs are available from a 1/4 carat all the way up to 10 carats in weight. They know that they're all at the same perfect prices last year, the same incredible value. There's no better time to get a pair of diamond studs from Steven Singer Jewelers. Look, this isn't going to last forever, but right now, each pair at Steven Singer Jewelers is not only that same perfect price, but they're still all eye flawless, all near colorless. Beautiful stuff. They're unbeatable. Full value, lifetime traded. You know that your diamonds are always worth what you'd paid. It's such confidence that's backed by the best guarantee in the business. A full 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee, plus fast and free shipping. Experience the difference at Steven Singer Jewelers. Online at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
911, what is the emergency?
Here, around the clock. True crime. This is Dateline. New mysteries.
A mother vanishes just before Halloween.
New cases.
The bone-chilling case of the Menendez brothers.
New twists.
There was no way he was going to let this secret get out.
Who can you trust when everything you thought you knew is turned upside down?
People involved are in some pretty high positions.
Real people. Real stories. Real mysteries. Dateline 24/7. Channel 107. And on the SiriusXM app.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there.
It can take a little courage to send that message or grab coffee with somebody you haven't seen in a while. And reaching out for therapy can feel difficult too, but it's worth it. And it almost always leaves people wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally.
And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based over 1.7 million client reviews.
This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take the first step.
Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Bennington. That's BetterHelp.com/Bennington.
Are you romantically in love with your cell phone carrier? Heart emoji. I've never heard anyone say that they love paying over $1,000 a year for cell service. Chuck McDowell here to save you money and find true love with Red Pocket Mobile. Forget everything you think you know about cell carriers. Red Pocket Mobile has reinvented cell phone service with better coverage, better rates, and better service. Red Pocket plans start at just $10 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data with no price increase ever. Plus, Red Pocket gives you not one, but all 3 major 5G networks to choose from for the best coverage ever. And you get to keep your phone and number. Now that's something to fall in love with. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Switch now and get 1 locked-in low price, 3 5G networks, and live customer care in less than 2 minutes. Go to redpocket.com. That's redpocket.com, redpocket.com.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive, and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner? We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to BillsHappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
BillsHappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. BillsHappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to BillsHappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to BillsHappen.com. That's BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com.
Don't go anywhere. More Sam Roberts Show starts now.
Yes. We made it to Wednesday. That's an accomplishment. Just waking up in the morning is an accomplishment, you know? So congrats and welcome. We are live, Sam Roberts Show, Wednesday edition. Hope you're all feeling good. Hope you're all doing great. 866-969-1969 is our phone number this morning, if you'd like to call in. So much to talk about. So much to do. A little later on this morning, my favorite true crime author, serial killer, really, author, Harold Schechter is coming in. And he kind of ruined my life because I read his book about Ed Gein like years ago. And so I knew all there was to know. And then that's why I watched the Ryan Murphy show. I was like, well, who is this show even about? This is not anything to do with the guy whose name is in the thing. So we'll talk to him about all that and more. That's going to be a very, very interesting conversation later on this morning. New York, kind of figuring out where everybody stands. A lot of people in New York City today did not bring money to get on the bus, and they're getting turned away. They don't understand it. They thought it's free bus day. You know, like how Baskin-Robbins has free scoop day, you know, on National Ice Cream Day or on National Donut Day. You go in, you get a free glazed from Dunkin'. No, everybody thought the free buses start today. No, although I do love the free bus promise because I feel like Mamdani is like running on this like sweeping change, right, where life as we know it changes. Even in the victory speech last night, he said that they had toppled a political dynasty. I mean, it's true, but it's like, yeah, I don't think that he toppled the Cuomo dynasty. The Cuomo dynasty kind of did it on their own. You know what I mean? Like, I think he might have just been the one to benefit.
You mean like because of the nursing homes?
Well, the nursing homes, the touching.
Yep.
You know, Chris is standing the strongest by a mile. But it's like, we're very far removed from the Mario days. Like, nobody else is getting a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like
they could give Chris a bridge.
I would give Chris a bridge.
He deserves a bridge.
But give him a bridge, like a bridge to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Like where he becomes an even bigger star. But
Metaphorical bridge.
That's what I'm saying. A bridge to stardom. But realistically speaking, like we're long past the point. Like there's not going to be an Andrew Cuomo bridge. They're not going to, you know. They already, like, Andrew Cuomo, if they hadn't renamed the Tappan Zee, and somebody said, what if we call it the Andrew Cuomo Bridge? They'd be like, what? The Tappan Zee is an institution. We're not changing it. So, you know, I think it's one of those, like, when your friend comes in and beats the final boss, except that's only because you died, but you did 80% damage before you died. And then your friend comes in and goes, I can't believe you couldn't beat the final boss. I beat him. And it's like, yeah, but I did 80% of the damage. The Cuomos did their own work in the damaging, I think. But still.
That's over now, though.
Well, that's done. The Cuomos?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, you can't lose the same election twice to the same guy. He lost to the same guy twice.
Hey, let's be honest. He ran a terrible campaign.
That was horrible. He was driving around in OJ's car yesterday. I still don't understand. And then he was making videos, this Andrew Cuomo. And he was going like, well, it's not OJ's car because there's a stripe on the side. Oh. And I must have watched that video 10 times because I was sure it was AI. I was like, who jumped in Sora and made this? Because this is a ridiculous video. But it does not appear to be AI at all. It appears to be like, no, this is worth putting on video.
So his last ditch pitch was,
I got
hey,
the OJ
it's not
truck.
OJ's car.
Yeah, it's not actually. It's very similar. I will acknowledge that it is very similar. However, you guys failed to see the stripe. This is my good luck truck.
Vote for me. It's not the same make and model.
Yeah, can you imagine like driving around on election day and being like, hey, why did you take the passenger seat out of your Volkswagen Bug like Ted Bundy? And I go, I see the similarities when you point it out, but it's not the same car. This happens to be my good luck car. And there also does happen to be ropes and gloves in the back seat. Yeah, but that's for a totally different reason. It's not the Ted Bundy car at all.
Probably have a better good luck truck.
Yeah, it didn't bring him much good luck, huh?
Well, no, it's the OJ truck. Didn't bring OJ good luck either.
Literally any other truck.
Actually, you know what?
It did bring him some pretty good luck.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Actually, that truck really was aces for OJ.
Criminally.
Fiscally not a great good luck truck for OJ, but in terms of criminal charges, it did end up being a good luck truck for OJ.
You wonder where that truck is now. Does somebody own it?
I hope.
Yeah, I think they auctioned it off. Yeah,
it should be in the Smithsonian.
It should be in the Smithsonian. Yeah.
It's the best truck ever. Like when I say truck, what do you think? White Ford Bronco, OJ.
Yeah.
You know. And to this day, I mean, that was 1995. We're 30 years removed. And Cuomo's driving around and everybody's going, isn't that the OJ car? You know, that's how famous that car became. They literally put the NBA Finals in the small picture, in the picture-in-picture. So you could watch in the big picture the OJ truck